Welcome, horrible people, to the Horrible Opinions Podcast. As always, I'm your not a peeping Tom host, Kenny.
I'm not gonna stand around in the shower all day, Daniel.
I'm your out-of-work Bigfoot who got let go from those bedsheet and beef jerky commercials, and all I wanted was some time to think about my life, and then you came into my forest with earthquake noise, and now I can't sleep, and I'm all out of beef jerky. Also, my baby Junior is all grown up, and he's weird looking, and he's hungry, and so what's a Bigfoot to do, Ryan?
Came into my woods with your Urkel noises.
Your Urkel.
Goddamn Urkel noises. You walk around. Did I do that?
I had
bad
drawings on my cave. They got knocked over.
I worked hard on those drawings. They're not good.
I think
they're mine.
It might have been. What is it? Stefan? Is that?
Yeah, that's the.
It might have been Stefan
one.
Who knocked that shit over.
Yeah.
You're blaming Urkel for stuff. It might have been Stefan.
You bring a station wagon into my woods and it doesn't have the fake wooden paneling on it.
You gotta get that trim.
Gotta go.
Trim.
Hey, since this is like the 100th episode, right? Can we do something we've literally never done? Where we like, I've heard them do this on other podcasts, where at the start of the show they go over what we do on the show.
Do we know what we do on the show?
we
dissect, devour, degenerate, odd, and
dip, dive, duck,
dodge all your favorite films and shows and book.
The fact that you guys are so confused.
What do? We take a movie.
I said that once.
We take a movie.
I do remember you. I remember the duping and derping and.
I remember when he was like, "We're gonna choke and chill," but it was for Croc. I think he was in an alliteration phase.
Yeah, I'm over it.
I think you only did it one time.
He got better.
It's really hard. It's sad we've kind of settled in on just making fun of you at the start of a lot of episodes.
How about this? How about each of us will say what we do?
Okay, I actually like that.
Episode.
I like that. What
Kenny,
we bring to the table.
What do you do?
Actually, after he says it, can we say what we think he brings to the table?
Yes.
Goddamn.
Okay.
I bring the intro voice to the pod. And the heat!
Is that it?
And the heat! I bring the heat!
Okay, and your purpose, your role, you're the storyteller. You guide us through. You read line by line from the script what's
Whether
happening.
you fucking like it or not.
That's right.
I did read through the script on, I think, some of the Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything to add to that, Ryan?
He also brings a level of joy and enthusiasm
childlike level of
that
joy.
is infectious, which makes you think even the worst thing you've seen could be okay until you watch it by yourself.
It's a lie.
It's like movie beer goggles.
He gaslights you into thinking the movie was good, but it wasn't.
No, he just hypes up the moment. He is so excited about it.
He's that guy
you feel
in the
excited
background
about
of like the rap songs, like yeah,
DJ Kenny, whole heapings of fish rape, bow to Kenny Pool Greg.
My role is to be the professional laugh track, and I feel like my whole thing is pointing out dumb or silly things in the movies.
Let's see.
And sometimes I actually watch them.
Your role
is to give a synopsis.
Give a synopsis. You're the synopsis
yeah, but
bringer.
I don't.
Yeah, it's not what you want. It's what your role is.
Purveyor of random animal facts on occasional animal films. Learned about slugs, or was it snails?
Mitology.
He's pretty good with what the kids are up to these days, like his pop culture, the slang, all that stuff. Yeah.
He's a real Debbie Downer sometimes. Negative Nancy, if you will, and he sucks at reading.
This is true.
That's just him. What are his jobs for the podcast?
That's what he does. He sucks at reading, so then we push those back. No, I think we synopsis bringer. He's my partner in tearing you down.
This is true.
We did that in one episode. I don't know.
I feel like we occasionally tear him down a lot. Occasionally a lot.
Yeah, we occasionally tear him down a lot.
Occasionally when you do it, you do it a lot.
60% of the time, we do it a lot.
Like, when stuff starts going sideways, we make him our escape boat.
Correct, that's right. And everyone needs an escape boat.
Everyone needs an escape boat. You're the perennial Scooby-Doo defender with me, protecting him.
I don't know what that word means. And I'm going to question whether you know what it means. Is
So the perennials come back every year, I think.
that a flower?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you saying I'm a flower?
You're my little rose.
Oh my god. I'm playing with
Most
some hair
importantly,
ties right now.
you bring the Sludge Queen energy to the pod.
That is true.
Oh, that's true.
If
That's
I
a
want
big
to,
part of it.
I can be real gross.
I mean, that's why we required the camera on, so I can see when you blow your nose into your shirt.
Now, there's a problem. The shirt's like way over there.
Your job is
wear a
also to create like side lore about like bad things that are happening in general,
me?
like a car coming through your house.
Breaking news, Daniel.
You're like breaking news, Daniel.
Let's see. What's the breaking news? Little Stevie's up here now. It's really hot in here.
Kind of warm in here too. I don't know why Ryan looked around when I looked around. Is it hot in here?
We're both looking at our ACs.
I was checking the ceiling.
Hey, if
China,
you look at
you
your
don't have
AC and
AC.
I'm looking at my AC, do you think we're looking at the same ACs
Look at the
together?
same AC. I think so. Yeah.
And now
Both
it's
looked up,
Ryan's,
so.
Ryan's
Yeah.
roll.
I bring the Missouri Mushmouth.
True.
Yeah.
I attempt to do strange and theories about what the movies are really about or point out literary references that are happening.
That's
Yeah.
one way to put what you. That's one way to say what
Okay,
you do.
you'll have your chance to say what I do, Daniel.
You give him his moment.
You know what? That's partly correct.
Oh, throwback.
And I don't know.
You're the one who's required to pay the most attention.
Okay, yeah. I think I take the no. Kenny, I think you do take the most notes, but your notes are what's happening in the movie.
My notes are a guide for me.
Yes.
To play back the movie in my head.
Yeah.
And what I'm like, get myself back in that headspace so I can say whatever off the cuff bullshit I was thinking. Like, my notes aren't always 100%.
Right.
Or very rarely, I'd say, like, I'm not taking notes of I need to say this. I'm taking notes of we need to be around here, this point, keep everything in track. Like, this is what's going on in the movie right now. Let's talk about that. I'm not saying, ooh, make sure to say funny gag here, something like that. But you have like all the little important details. You know, sometimes.
Oh
like,
yeah, it's my job if there's a book in the movie to look up the book, or if there's a poem or song that might be I'm supposed to. I look that stuff up.
Yeah, or like I feel like you're the only one who takes notes when we cover a book.
Well, do you take notes?
No, I just read the book.
Daniel, do you take notes?
I don't take notes for movies.
That's true. I take a lot of notes. Otherwise, I'll forget.
Yeah.
I don't even watch the movies.
You're the one who reads into everything more than it needs to be read into.
You're that guy on the History Channel who's like questioning whether the aliens built the pyramids.
Aliens.
Aliens. Jazz hands aliens.
Aliens.
But instead of aliens, it's snake tunnels.
Snake tunnels. Goblins.
You agreed with me with snake tunnels. The only thing you didn't agree with me on was that there a little mutated baby that was running around it. I think it was cut from the plot.
It wasn't.
No.
It should have been.
No. Also, you're the editor 80% of the time.
So,
and you love it. We wouldn't have you do it if you didn't love it. It's like your favorite thing.
Favorite thing?
I don't want to take it away from you. You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Why did we do this?
I don't know. Oh, 100th episode. This is.
But I suggested like a quick thing that they do at the start of a podcast that takes 30 seconds. This is 10 minutes.
We've gone too introspective. Is that what you're?
Yeah.
This might as well be our fucking recap episode.
Too soul searching. What are we?
What is a podcast?
What?
Listen. We watch, read, listen,
dip, dive, duck, dodge
to shit that we think we may like or like talking about, and then all together puke it up into one big bag, and then shake it up, and then thrust it onto our unsuspecting audience.
Here's a question: Who do you think our audience is?
sad people.
Okay, that's our immediate family, but like aside from that,
mid-40s. I think it's people that have a well, obviously I'm going to be biased, but I'm going to say fun sense of humor that don't take too terribly much too seriously, that enjoy a wide range of horror and obviously seem to like banter pods.
I'm going to say I'm aiming straight, and I'm going to say my entire demographic is Beast Wars fans. That's it.
There's got to be some crossover. I bet someone out there likes Beast Wars and our show.
Me.
Yeah, me.
We don't count. I know we make up a large portion of the audience.
And listens. Do you think there are people who
wonderful people
listen to us but don't watch the movies?
Yeah.
I do that. I do that too.
If they wait, how do you do that?
I listen to other podcasts about movies I haven't seen.
You listen to our podcast without watching the movies.
That's your thing, Daniel. That's your thing. I wouldn't take that away from you. That's my thing.
You son of a bitch.
I know some people that'll listen to the pod and then go watch the movie, and I try to like.
I think that's the play.
I tell them straight up, like, try to watch this one first.
If it's a good one, if it's like an actual good movie, like Barbarian or something, you should watch that first.
Yeah, or like something where the whole like, I think it's still work even if you knew, but something like Bodies, where the reveal is also great. Well, we revealed it during the show. Or like Chestnut Man, you should have watched that from the get-go, because I told you the killer was in the first episode.
That's right. They could have been playing along.
Detective.
Oh yeah, you are the podcast detective.
Oh, podcast detective. Great.
Yeah, we'll see when fucking Fortitude and Fort Bredelson happens. We'll see how good your detective skills are.
Gonna be great. I'm gonna guess it's one of those characters. I don't know which one yet, but someone's gonna do something that I'm gonna think is like a social, like, what is it, faux pas? Is that the word? Like, you don't do it, like a no. And I'm like, that's a killer right there. Yeah.
Oh, it's the biggest faux pas of them all, killing.
Yeah, he's the only one who didn't say God bless you when someone sneezes.
I don't say God bless you when people sneeze.
And I know for a fact you got parts in your body.
I'm sorry, parts in your body.
I was gonna say,
you know what?
Nope, let it roll.
No, you know what?
He's right. Sky Dog,
right.
Let it fly. You got parts in your body.
I've got parts in my body.
Not all of them are yours.
Not all of them are mine. They were gifted to me from my father.
From my father. Yeah. 100th episode.
And my mother.
Well, 100th episode for some of us.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
97.
96, 97.
97.
I don't know how many Last of Us and Christmas specials
there shit.
You're right. You're right. I wasn't on those.
91.
But I'm like, even though I wasn't on the original Abominable, I listened to that. I was the first one to listen to that shit. Besides you two. Well, I think
you're partly right. I think, we probably listened to it first a couple of times.
You're partly correct.
For a half hour of audio that was released, I probably spent like 8 hours trying to figure out how Audacity worked to edit that thing.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's a lot faster now.
Don't listen to that.
I listened to it a couple weeks ago. It's still great, but the audio quality is bad.
I don't think you should listen to that. I didn't even listen to it. That's how you know it's bad.
Well, that's why we were making this one.
I don't know that it's bad,
I don't think we've even told anyone.
What are we doing?
We're doing Abominable again. 100th episode. We're redoing the first one.
We probably should have said that before we went into like the 15-minute like retrospective thing bullshit.
But that's not us.
That's not us. That's right. Matter of fact, we shouldn't have said it at all.
Shouldn't have said it at all. Now,
edit that out. Time cop that away.
This would have been fresher if we had managed to record this our first planned day for it.
3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago. In honor of 100th episode and redoing Abominable, I
am transitioning.
Brought out the Otis
to a big
facial hair.
To a woman.
Yeah,
we've seen the pictures. You're a beautiful lady. Well, you were.
I'm a beautiful lady.
You could be one again.
One of these days. So I was like, I can rock the Otis for the episode.
Otis. Did you got the bald spot?
No, unfortunately, I don't have the bald spot. Ryan's gonna go ahead and take care of that part.
It's in a weird position. Like, I'm not bald there.
It's because he shaved it into his head.
Did he? No, he did.
Yep, he did.
Can we talk about Otis for a second? Can we talk about that man?
You mean star of the show?
Star of the movie, Christian Tinsley. We didn't really look up any of his stuff.
Well, guess who did?
The first time. You and me this time?
This guy. Did you know he did the special effects?
Yeah, I do now.
He made the creature.
Yeah, he worked on the creature.
I
talked about the special effects people. I didn't realize he was one of them.
It's a Frankenstein situations. He gets killed by his own creation.
Right? He's also well known for his temporary tattoos. He invented a prosthetic 3D tattoo transfer, and I guess it's notably seen in The Passion of the Christ, which is odd. I guess Jesus.
I don't remember Jesus being tatted up, but
he got that barbed wire tattoo across his forearm there when he flexed off the cross.
Now he's got like a tribal sleeve, but it's
butterfly above his ass.
Maybe he was covering
South Asia, so it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Covering tattoos in that.
Maybe he's great though. Love that guy.
What's the synopsis?
What is the synopsis, Daniel?
What is this, Daniel?
Okay, rock climber guy.
Yep.
Falls. Brokeback Mountain.
He goes Brokeback Mountain.
He goes Brokeback Mountain, literally.
What with Otis?
You saying he would have done it with Otis?
I'm saying I would have.
Oh yeah, you would have gone
Otis
Brokeback.
fucks.
I think we can all agree on that.
Otis fucks.
Anywho, he needs to return to the mountain town where the trauma happened to like overcome it. I don't know what kind of therapy this is, but it's not good.
What's where it makes you face your fears? Immersion therapy?
Right, but they're not taking him like up the mountain.
We don't know what was going to happen the next day. Otis was going to throw him on his fucking back and free climb.
I can't carry the ring, but I can carry you.
I can't carry your wheelchair, but I can carry you.
I can carry you and this thing of regular milk,
but not
I'll die.
I don't. Would he really? Anyway, go ahead.
And then the Bigfoot's attack. Big feet.
Big feet. What's the movie reference?
Window.
Thank you.
Rear window with Bigfoot.
Thank you.
That's what we said last time.
Of course.
And that's what it is.
Confusing synopsis.
No, that's pretty good.
It's technically accurate, but it's like
it's mostly right.
There's some time between him falling off the mountain and the Bigfoot's attack. It is kind of my catch there. Like
you don't like that how close those were together?
Yeah, like he falls off the mountain, breaks his back, and then like Bigfoot's attack.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I said he comes back for therapy.
And then Bigfoot's attack.
And then Bigfoot's attack.
Well, and then a Bigfoot attacks. So, a question.
Well,
what I got from this movie was that the incident, because he's with his wife on Suicide Bluff Mountain.
I wonder if they called it that before they fell.
Well, after they fell, they were going to rename it the Dead Wife Cliff.
Yeah. Before they fell, it was actually called Kitty Climber because it was actually one of the easiest ones to climb. Like, you could walk up it, pretty much.
Yeah. They just
they slipped on a banana peel. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Slipped on a banana. Yeah.
So
it was also a Mario Kart track.
That incident has nothing to do
in front of him.
with the Bigfoots.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
That's my question.
Yeah, as far as we know, no Bigfoots were involved in that accident.
She might have hit a rock.
Cliffhanger.
And then that rock might have fucking bounced and hit a Bigfoot on the head. And then he got mad.
Came down from the mountain.
And then came down from the mountain and got retribution. You know?
Justified.
It's justified.
Would it? Okay, Kenny, you like this movie, right?
Love this movie.
Love
this is one of my favorite movies.
Daniel?
This guy listened to the podcast and he's asking if you like the movie.
I'm seeing if you remember. Do you still like it?
Oh yeah, I watched this movie a lot.
All right, Daniel?
I watched it. Was that the question?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you like it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you like it as much as last time?
I liked it. It can be better.
Did you watch it last time when you listened to it? Or was this your first watch?
It was the second watch.
It's the first time I've watched it.
The first episode?
Yes.
That tracks. Oh, okay. Cool.
But I think it would be better if there was a tie-in between his wife getting scared or whatever happens with her.
She sees a Bigfoot and falls.
Or sees something.
But Daniel wanted to take the wife thing out altogether last time.
Make it just him who falls. Ah!
I don't know why there's a wife.
He doesn't even have to have the fall. He didn't like the whole wife story. I think, didn't you later in another episode equate it to like the Gremlins story about the dad in the fireplace?
Yeah, that sounds like something someone would say.
I would never say that because Gremlins is a perfect movie. Now, you say this movie could be better, Ryan, but is there a better Bigfoot movie?
I think one just came out.
That one actually sounds fun. What's it called?
I don't remember anything about it.
It sounds weird.
Except
did it really come out then?
It has like a weird title, I think.
Yeah, it's like a weird title, and then it's got like who's in it? It's like there's a couple known people in it.
Jack Black, obviously.
Obviously.
Oh.
I
You don't like Jack Black, Ryan?
We've been through this. Is he in the monster suit and doesn't talk? And then in that case, we're okay.
Sasquatch Sunset.
Sasquatch Sunset.
And Jack Black's amazing. I don't recall us going through this. Are you saying you don't like Jack Black?
I liked him
Baby
in
one
School
more
of
time.
Rock.
Okay.
And I think that's it.
Tenacious D.
I mean, Tenacious D, sure, but
The Pick of Destiny, the movie, Tenacious D movie.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Of course.
I will say, actually, out of
Orange
those two, I like him in more supporting positions, like Mars Attacks.
You know what it was? It was his performance in King Kong.
That's not his fault.
Did it kill the beast?
Beauty did kill the beast.
That's not his fault.
That's
bad
not his
casting.
fault.
That's bad casting, Ryan. That's not. I don't think that's his fault. I don't think that's his fault. That's bad casting, Ryan. I'm gonna say it 4 more times. That's bad casting.
That movie took me weeks to finish.
That's because it's like 4 hours long. But the part with where they fall in the insect pit, that's good stuff.
It looks great. That movie. I know I've said this in a positive way before, but this is in a negative way. That movie put me to sleep, but not an enjoyable sleep.
I can't tell if that's a positive or a negative for you. I think
it's
that's
normally a positive,
a state of being.
But this one, I did everything I could to try to watch this movie. It
Remind me again how long it took you to watch Saw.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I fell asleep in Saw a lot too, but I liked that movie. But I didn't like the Peter Jackson King Kong.
You like,
but like the opening part of Saw is soothing.
Monkeys? You like big monkeys?
I like big monkeys.
Ryan, you like big monkeys?
Big old monkeys.
Okay, but is there a better Bigfoot movie than this?
Yeah, Peter Jackson's King Kong. Think about it, it's Big Monkey.
Big Monkey.
There are scarier Bigfoot movies.
I think that episode of Fear Factor.
That episode of Fear Factor is pretty good. The Creek one, the one you guys haven't seen.
Oh God, no! I hate Willow Creek.
Willow Creek, better.
Beast of Boggy Creek.
The Beast
scarier,
of Boggy
but it's
Bird.
Not good. I did think of it after re-listening to the episode. Yeah, I don't like Willow Creek.
What?
It doesn't do anything for me.
Okay.
I don't like it. The man who killed Hitler and Bigfoot.
Boo.
Bigfoot was such a small. I like the movie, but not a Bigfoot.
Boo. Big boo from Daniel.
You like that movie? But obviously, Harry and the Hendersons is my second favorite Bigfoot movie.
That's not
I didn't say it was a horror film. I said
that's just putting fur on E.T.
So they put a wig on E.T. in E.T. and he was hot. And Strange Wilderness. Those are like the 3.
That's not a
Bigfoot, but he's in it.
Bigfoot's in it, or she.
But it's not having a Bigfoot, because I could say Bigfoot's in like a lot of movies.
Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
That's true. Yeah.
My baby.
But that doesn't make it a Bigfoot movie.
They're hunting Bigfoot.
So
how much screen time do your Bigfoots get in Bigfoot movies?
I'll be honest with you. My favorite Bigfoot movie are the YouTube commercial ads where it's Bigfoot selling bed sheets.
Now, what is this Bigfoot selling bed sheets? Because you mentioned this in your opening, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I know the Jack Link's beef jerky.
Yeah, everyone knows the beef jerky.
Yeah. Okay, but there was another one ads that I was getting on YouTube like 5 years ago, where it was a big old mama Bigfoot, and she was out doing the laundry and talking about stains and things, and then there was her little junior Bigfoot, and he was always like, rah, real kinetic and just bouncing off the walls and spilling things on the sheets, and she was always happy because, these sheets were so easy to clean, and Junior couldn't break them. They stretched, so he couldn't break them. And so it would just create happiness, and then they'd cut away to Daddy Bigfoot, and he was just sitting on a chair with like a pipe in his mouth, the newspaper, being like a 50s dad, just like, huh? Ooh.
50s dad.
Is this from the Purple Company?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I found it. I'm going to have to watch that at some point. I've not seen that.
Let's do a pod on that.
2016. We'll check it out later. We'll review it. Ryan's not crazy this time.
Well, I don't know. I didn't look it up. You both could be trying to gaslight me right now.
We would never.
That's not gaslighting. That's just lying.
Yeah.
Right, but he's gaslighting.
You're so stupid.
You're bald.
You dick.
Take that.
You dick.
How's
Sparky, no!
Sparky. No, I was so happy when I saw Dee Wallace, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's in everything.
How many Dee Wallace movies we done?
Probably
None.
5.
Oh,
That's true. Because
how about where she was the actual
as
star?
previously, no, as I just established with Bigfoot, just because Dee Wallace is in a movie does not mean it's a Dee Wallace movie.
I mean,
None.
look, we're gonna do more Dee Wallace focused movies at some point. Not E.T.
Why not?
Too scary.
Can
But I mean,
we
okay.
do Mac and Me?
Yeah, I do Mac and
Is
Me.
Dee Wallace and Mac and Me, Daniel?
Yeah, she was Mac.
She was Mac.
a lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know that. Same body type.
Very
Surely
brave.
we'll have a Stephen King month or something where we do Cujo or some shit.
Never
I
seen
think-
it.
That's the only Stephen King
Howling.
movie she's been in, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like that would get that there'd be a
We gotta do Critters. We gotta do Cujo.
We
We've
gotta
gotta
do
do the
Critters.
Howling.
Howling,
We've gotta
obviously.
do like the Halloween, the Rob Zombie Well,
No,
we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Aren't
We're
we
doing
doing
that this year.
And,
Yeah.
in October.
Oh, spoilers! We haven't released that schedule.
Who knows if we'll maintain it? World's crazy.
We won't.
Does she count in the House of the Devil?
House of the
No.
Devil!
There wasn't a whole lot of characters in that, so I
I would
didn't
say
think it
there
took
were a lot
much.
of characters. There's like 5. And there's the most important character of them all. You guys know which one it is?
Your mate.
The pizza,
The perfect mate. Sludge Queen.
Sludge, fucking
Always
queen.
there.
Sludge. You can't
Sludging
get her out
around.
of there, no matter what kind of chemicals you use.
She probably needed those sheets.
You need those
She did the
sheets.
purple sheets.
Gotta get the purple sheets. Purple sheets.
So strong, even Sludge Queen can't destroy them. Yes.
The sludge just slides right off of it.
Slides
It's
right
amazing.
off it. Watch.
Now that'd sell some fucking sheets.
You flip the sheet, and the
Look,
sludge just hit
Look
the
at these
walls. That'd be
look at these
amazing.
breadcrumbs. Come right off.
Right off. Right onto your,
Right off.
Right onto your carpet. Perfect. Just
Right on
perfect.
Sparky,
your
no!
Your awesome new shirt.
Oh God. We open with
Have we said
the
anything
scene
about
from
this
Killer.
movie?
We said Sparky, no. With the scene from Killer Clowns from Outer Space, where the farmer's about to lose his dog to the circus tent.
He should train his dog better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Also, he
We
should
get-
take a shot.
Take a shot.
Because, like,
Shots.
you got the gun.
Shots. Oh,
You-
I thought
you
you meant like
No, no, like,
alcohol.
no.
Like-
Now,
Like, let's do some shots.
I thought animals had a better sense of danger than this. If you're little Sparky,
Not Sparky.
yeah. So like Sparky's just a dum dum.
Well, a lot of people don't know this, but dogs and Bigfoot can actually breed. So Sparky's all.
I think
horned up.
I think I captured that Pokemon.
I can believe it. You got a horned up Sparky. You got Farmer Haas. His wife gets a first name, Ethel. Farmer Haas and Ethel Haas.
I think his name was Jim.
It just says Farmer Haas. That's what
I
it
think
If
says.
she
you're only
says
looking
Jim.
at IMDb, but if you watched the movie and took a note, it'd be Jim.
Yeah,
I
think
took
she
lots
says
of
Jim.
notes, you son of a bitch.
Unless Jim was Sparky's first name.
The only-
Alex,
ooh,
Jim Sparky.
Spark
E.
to the
Jim
rescue.
Sparkay.
Sparky, he's
Sparky.
French.
I wrote down Ethel's name. Says back away, Ethel.
Back away, Ethel. I don't
Back
want to
away, Ethel.
use this gun. Just fire a shot.
Just fire a shot.
Are you sure it wasn't Billy? I got a note that says should have shot it again, Billy.
It might have been Billy.
But well, I think Billy's one of the 3 people, you know?
No,
In
there's
the woods.
my notes in the beginning of the movie.
But he never fires.
No, I think he fires once blindly into the woods, but he wasn't really aiming at anything.
So
No,
Billy
he doesn't.
Jim's got a gun, and he doesn't take a shot because he's scared. And he runs away.
Scared.
What happens? And then they come
They
back.
go to the house.
Does
They go back to their
oh
house.
no! All their
Oh.
horses get mauled apart.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why they're out there.
that was no bear.
No bear. Yeah, no bear going to do that to a thoroughbred pony.
Fucking
Big ol'
300-pound
pony
horse ain't gonna
to a
take
miniature-
that from no bear.
Horse.
Yeah,
That was Lil Sebastian.
little Sebastian does a dance.
Yeah.
When in
Can I be
danger.
totally honest with you guys?
Yeah.
I didn't remember this opening, even though I've watched this movie like probably double-digit times.
Well, you probably start it and then like get up to like get a snack.
Get a drink or something.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I remember it being like, they had this.
Is this new? They patched this in?
Because like when they go inside the house and the camera pulls out and you see the giant footprints in the snow, I was like,
I don't think they're
remember that.
giant footprints. I think they're big.
They're big old ones,
Yeah,
big
they're-
old footprints, and they're inside their house. And then they go.
The footprints aren't inside their house.
Not the footprints, but then they're gonna go back out and peek outside after the thing came to. I think I'm just.
If
You know
I
what you do
was
in
to
that situation?
redo this opening, they would get grabbed there. the Bigfoot would have climbed on top of the house and like reached down and like pulled him up, and then it's like ah, and his head would have got crushed.
I love how the Bigfoot
Yeah.
gives no shits about your walls or floors or anything.
Except when it does, like this opening
It doesn't
scene.
always have to. Well,
Yeah,
it
this one-
hurts a little bit.
This one didn't like.
But-
He valued their space. I wonder if he had like a no trespassing sign up, whereas
Ooh.
the
We're making
the teenage,
an assumption.
not the teenage, but the college girls didn't.
The assumption we're
actually-
making is that it's the same Bigfoot.
This
What,
is true.
You think
We
it's
can
a
get into
baby
that.
Bigfoot?
No, but
Well, there's a whole tribe of them.
there's a whole
Or
tribe.
you think there's a rude one?
There's one that
one
there's a
rude one.
cranky old
Come on, rude
Bigfoot
boy.
who got really angry that he felt that boom boom in his bones, and he came out and he's like, "You college kids ruin
There's
everything."
Yeah.
There's
No,
an
what it
incel
is-
Bigfoot who's mad at ladies.
Yes.
Are you drinking one of them Bush Lights?
Yeah.
Oh hell, party late night Daniel's happening. You don't even like beer.
No, it's disgusting.
Why are you drinking it?
I don't know.
Because it was there, man. Someone left it
it's
outside
there.
my house
No,
on the porch and said gift.
Gift. You're on to something though. I think what it is these people, these farmers, actually ran a mom and pop snowmobile shop,
Okay.
and they had a sign up that said, "No shoes, no shirt, no service." Bigfoots ain't got no shoes.
That's because they don't make shoes that big.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, what was that?
Batman? Batman's in. Batman, what is your role on the pod?
I fight crime. Podcast crimes. Pod crime.
With Time Cop?
With time he's my partner. You know, I got him as a boy and I raised him to fight crime with me. It's not weird.
It's not weird. It's fine. It's my boy, my crime fighting boy.
I go
So-
through a lot of boys.
I think it's odd. Don't we all? I think it's odd though that they have this encounter with the Bigfoot.
The
and they
Bigfoot.
the Bigfoot, and they don't raise up more of a stink about it. Like we find out they talk to their buddies later.
Right, but you should like tell the local authorities or
Well,
somebody.
they told someone because it got put in the paper that Jeffrey Combs is reading.
That's
Oh,
true.
did it?
Yes.
That's true.
I don't know if it said Bigfoot. I think it did say Bigfoot.
It said something.
I
like
think
big-
it said like livestock, like
Livestock
massacred or
killed. Like,
something.
do we have our own Bigfoot
Yeah,
We
I think it
got
did
our
straight
own
up say
Flatwoods monster.
or a Yeti.
or Yeti or
Could've-
something like that?
One of them
So,
Sasquatches, maybe. What's the difference?
Squatch. One's white, one's brown. That's the only thing I know.
Is it just
diet.
where they live?
No,
think
it's
that's a
also
factor.
diet.
Well, yeah, diet's part of where you live because you have
That's part of
access
where you
to
live.
different
Climate.
food.
Well,
you
not
ignorant-
anymore. You can get
Climate's
a
part of
McDonald's
where
anywhere.
you live. You ignorant
Housing
skink.
options.
Keep naming shit that's part of where you live.
Geographical location.
Education
your school district.
opportunities, school districts.
Your access to
Whether-
banks and hospitals and food.
Whether or
Uh-huh.
not you can get a Sasquatch abortion,
Oh, yeah.
marry a Squatch.
Marry like a same gender squatch, right?
No, like a human can marry a Squatch.
Oh, if that's legal.
Yeah. Which
Thank
on the
God
side that-
they haven't taken that away yet.
yeah, I think they should. You
Oh,
marry
you
any
think
Squatch
they
you
should?
want.
Oh,
I
Take it
I
away?
think no, they should
You
be
heard
able
it
to
here
marry.
first. Firm
I-
stance. Humans.
We love Squatches here.
No.
well, look, we all love squatches, but I don't think you should marry a squatch. You keep
Quit
a squatch on
forcing-
the side as like a slam squatch.
Quit forcing Squatches to shave their bodies to fit in. Doesn't work.
Real squatches have fur,
Real Squatches have fur
you know?
and
And big lower
globs of
teeth.
shit in their dingleberry.
Oh my God, think about those feet, Ben. Think about them.
Ben.
He's got to
But
turn this
the-
off now and take care of
The
something. guys.
toes
Think
don't
about
look
it.
like they have a lot of manipulation to them. Like that just looks like
You're saying they're not good grippers?
not good. They're not hanging from the ceiling like the toes, and no one will save you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those are good grippers. Sorry, no radio for you, Preston.
Oh, I thought you were saying sorry to like people listening.
No, they should know. This is what they're in for most
Sorry,
of the time.
everybody.
But yeah, it's our 100th episode. Of course, we're going to be off the rails for 30 minutes before we get into the movie.
Sorry.
I didn't do that.
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. But Preston, do you think
Sorry.
Preston? So it's Matt McCoy,
Yeah, chug it back.
whose fame is Police
You know Matt
Academy
McCoy.
2, 3. I know him from one of the police academies. I remember seeing him in True Detective season 2 as just a bit role, and now I see him in this, and he looks like Steve Carell.
How dare you? Maybe I can see it a little bit. He's in another Bigfoot movie. He was in Deep Star 6. It's probably my favorite thing.
The fuck is Deep Star 6?
Deep Star 6 is that other underwater movie that came out to capitalize on like The Abyss and Leviathan. Like that whole time they were all kind of, two of them were kind of coming after the other one. I don't know, but it's good.
Does Deep Star 6 have the crab?
Yeah, it's a crab thing.
Yeah, it's good.
There's a movie with a crab?
You put it on the list, bro.
Oh, look,
I'm not in charge of the list. I don't know what to tell you.
He's also in an episode of Murder, She Wrote.
Who isn't?
Who isn't? Us. Episode of The Golden Girls.
Whew.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's just one of those people that you see, like, yeah, I've seen you around before.
He's got a face.
Got a real face.
He's got a face.
Most people do, but
I'd say like he's I mean, his acting in this is really good, but like B-level movies is usually where you'll see him.
Alley Cat Strike, that bowling movie on the Disney Channel or whatever. I think he like owned the bowling alley. That's one.
No one knows what you're talking about.
Okay,
Daniel,
he was in the West Wing.
We forgot to say something about what Kenny's job is.
He'll read off the actors' IMDb's.
Yes.
Even though no one wants him to.
I just do it.
He just does it.
He was in Carnival. You
can't stop him. Once he starts, he's going to go till he's done.
Carnival was good. You guys, Ryan, you watch Carnival?
The HBO series?
Yeah, dog.
I have, but I feel like I didn't watch all the episodes.
I don't know if I finished it either.
This was before the streaming days. This was when you actually had to
I'm more of a Deadwood guy.
Show up at the time.
That's fair. He's in Masters of Sex, Daniel. You watch that?
Yeah. Oh, I think I actually remember him in that.
4 episodes of Silicon Valley.
I remember he's the lawyer in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
He's really good in that.
Other than that, I mean, I don't know. He's still around. He's doing stuff. His next movie coming out is a short movie called Miraclewood, and I think it should be a porno.
Miraclewood? That's the sequel to Deadwood.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Preston, our wheelchair boy, he wasn't always in a wheelchair, as he'll tell us later. He doesn't get to listen to the radio because he's in the car with his...
Well, yeah, he wasn't born with a wheelchair. He didn't come out of the womb in a wheelchair. That's a weird birth. You got some explaining to do.
What is Otis? Is he a orderly? What do you call someone who...
He's the hero.
The hero.
He is the hero.
Yeah.
He was almost a hero. That damn thing would just die.
What is he? He's like...
He's a nurse.
He's a nurse. Yeah, he's like not a personal nurse, but I don't know. He's on loan.
He's going with Preston, the doctor, the psych doctor, not the like physical doctor or something like that. Needs to help him get over his PTSD. So he's taking Preston back to the mountain where he watched his wife die. Why didn't the psych doctor
go with him?
Why didn't the doctor go with him like he's Friday the 13th part 6?
With the psychic girl?
Yeah,
the bad one?
Like that one. How come we didn't get that?
Because...
budget?
Then we could have had this guy, like, Preston, seeing a Bigfoot and being like, there's a Bigfoot. And then he's like, no, Preston, that's part of your trauma delusions. There's no Bigfoot.
And then he goes in the other room. Preston's seen the actual Bigfoot again. I've seen it. We all know it's here.
Because the psychiatrist guy is actually a Bigfoot researcher.
Yeah, but if I can just get Preston in a situation where he summons the Bigfoot, I can get the Bigfoot on camera, tranquilize it, put it in a museum.
Yeah, and if Preston dies, I mean, he's already in a wheelchair, so, like, who cares?
I shouldn't have said that.
I should stop recording this right now. I should stop recording this.
Time cop, go back and take care of that.
Time cop. Oh, this is going straight into the cloud. Oh, no.
I don't think they had cloud.
The clouds existed. What, you one of those people that think birds were invented in the 80s by the government to be drones? And they recharge by sitting on the power lines?
And they drop pesticides and chemtrails. It's all birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well... Otis is here, and Otis ain't taking no shit, okay? Preston, I ain't trapped in here with you, Preston. You're trapped in here with me, okay? And he turns off Preston's radio, and he's like, we're going to spend 3 days of playtime.
For 3 days.
3 days. And like, he's just he's a badass. He's looking, telling him like, we can do this the easy way, the hard way, and then he pushes up his sunglasses with his middle finger. Yeah, God, Otis, you're so fucking cool.
He's a dick.
He's such a cool dick.
He's a dick. He's a lover. He's a
and they're driving a 6 station wagon, which is perfect. And remember, this movie is set up to look like a movie that's much older than it actually is. This
Yeah, do you
came out
think
in
that's
2006.
Preston's station wagon or Otis's?
Well, it didn't seem like handicap friendly. Like it's not
Right,
like
but
it had,
he
like,
wasn't always
wheelchair
handicapped.
things. I know, but I'm just saying,
He
like,
could have gotten one in the meantime. I think it's
been 6
I think it's from the
months.
hospital.
Yeah, it's a loan from the hospital.
yeah.
I mean, what kind of car did Michael Myers drive away that he stole from that one lady outside the psych ward? Was it a wagon?
I don't think it was a wagon.
I think it was a wagon. I think we know psych wards and wagons, baby.
2 out of 3 podcast hosts agree it's a wagon.
It's a wagon, baby. Now you're making a stew. Now, they go and get their gas, and I was thinking, I wish when I went and got gas, someone would come out and clean my windshield, because I had just driven back and
I
forth.
mean, you could do it.
Well, I didn't have time yet.
You want a
okay?
stranger to come near you?
No, just near my car and wash the bugs off my windshield, because I
Right,
did
but
those...
you're standing there pumping gas, and you want this guy to walk up near
Well,
you.
You don't pump the gas, asshole. I do.
I do.
Okay, while Ryan's pumping the gas, and you're sitting
No.
passenger princess, you want this guy to come up to the car?
I'm letting the thing pump, and I'm going inside and taking a leak. I'm getting
You're
drinks.
leaving
You're
the pump?
leaving an active pump?
Hell
Watch.
yeah.
First of all, you're supposed to turn the car off. I watched the guy
Well, yeah.
leave the car on, got out, started smoking. I'm like, oh!
Now,
what
no
happened?
one would ever
He
smoke around
exploded.
something that would just,
You left that part out, Daniel.
I wasn't
He
even
just
going to
couldn't
say
believe he
it.
did it. Wasn't gonna say it. Wasn't gonna say it.
Just the
6
audacity.
station wagon. So I was cleaning that windshield. My windshield has so many bugs on it when I was watching this, so I was like, man, I need that. I need that so bad. We go inside. Otis is buying, supplies, and we get our gas station attendant, who is played by the fantastic Jeffrey Combs. Now, let me tell you what Jeffrey Combs has done.
Oh, please. Start from the beginning.
A lot.
You done?
Yeah, he's done a lot. I love Jeffrey Combs, okay? That's one of my favorite costumes I did for Halloween was Herbert West from Reanimator.
I remember that.
Yeah, we were at a trivia night. That
So
was
like a
great trivia night.
reanimator, is that like someone who draws over someone's work or what's...
Yeah.
You add dicks to it.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah,
Frame by
nice.
frame.
Yeah, frame by frame. Big old dicks. So Jeffrey Combs, if you're listening to the show, you probably know who he is.
I thought you were
He,
about to do a shout out to Jeffrey Combs if he was listening.
Shout out. Jeffrey, you listening?
Jeffrey,
We love
you
you,
know
Jeffrey.
you're listening.
You want to be on the show, Jeffrey? We'll come. We'll make time for Jeffrey Combs.
We'll pick you up in a station wagon, fly you out to the studio.
Fly you out to the studio in the station wagon. There's no Bigfoots here.
But there could be.
There could be. He's playing this gas station attendant guy, worker, clerk, whatever, owner, and he's got the oxygen mask. He's got the cigarettes. He's got these glasses that magnify his eyes. The whole time I'm looking at him, I'm thinking like, that's a nice fish.
And
Big
he's got
fucking eyes.
graveyard hair.
And he's got graveyard hair coming out from under that hat. It is a look, and I love it. And I think Daniel, you and I decided that he needed to like appear in every single movie as like the doomsayer.
Yeah.
And more Jeffrey Combs is gonna be good.
I can safely say, because we've done like 100 of these, hasn't happened in any of them.
Hasn't happened. This is the only movie he's
the only
ever
one.
been in.
Well, not that he's only that he does the thing that we
That
said
he done
did.
dig
That we
dong
want
did
him
it.
to do. Woo, gone and done it.
Woo.
Now he's sitting there talking to Otis, and Otis lets slip like, I got Preston Rogers and thing. I'm not a tourist. All right, I got to take him up there. It's gonna be a real freak
I'm here
up there.
on
Maybe keep some time.
business.
Business. And he's like, the clerk Jeffrey Combs like, Rogers, Preston Rogers. Hey, come over here for a second. Hey, look up there. That right there? That's the cliff they fell off of.
That's where his wife went splat.
That's where splat.
Terrible, messy business.
That's where it all happened.
The rock where it happened.
Rock where it happens. He has to unhook himself from his oxygen to go show him. Then he hooks it back up, lights up a cigarette, going about his business. I think that's great. I think when they're looking up at the mountain, that mountain looks like it would be in a different area than the rest of the stuff. Like that mountain just looks like a dry ass desert mountain.
Well,
like-
the city is Flatwoods, or I guess the town is Flatwoods, but that's
And
in
like trees.
Flatwood.
like
the
pine
actual
trees.
Flatwoods is like East Coast.
I'm just wondering if maybe we're combining different locations here for our
Yeah, for sure.
stuff.
Movie magic? Wow.
Movie magic.
Well, it's not magic because Kenny noticed because he's a detective.
I'm a detective. And now, okay, they get back in the car. They're out of there. They're going up to the place. It's all stairs. It's not really Preston friendly.
It is all stairs.
Preston turns to
It's
Otis
a
and he
goddamn
says,
pyramid.
It's a goddamn pyramid. He turns to Otis and he says, Otis, carry me like Whitney Houston gets carried by Kevin Costner in Bodyguard.
Ooh.
And he does. And it's all
What's that? What's the song from that?
Name one. They're all good. Queen of the Night.
Are there more than one from that?
I am immortal. I have inside me blood of kings. Yeah! I have no rivals. That's my favorite from Bodyguard. So, okay. Romantic trip with the boys. Gets carried into the house. The house is completely covered in dust.
You think Otis is fucking jacked, being able to just lift him like nothing?
Throws him around like a rag doll. Like, takes him whenever he wants him because he can. Because Otis is a man. And Preston can't walk.
Can't say well, he can say no, but he can't fight back.
He can't.
Well, I guess he can't. He can fight back, but he can't get away.
Yeah, not very quickly. Type cop. Yeah.
Why?
Oh no. So the house, like Preston wipes the dust off a picture, and it's like laid on there thick. And I'm thinking like it's been years since the accident. Later in the movie, don't they say it's been like 6 months?
Something like that.
I mean, dust creeps in.
Not as fast as you would think, as someone who doesn't dust or really touch anything.
And you move around, and so it makes the dust like fall to the ground.
I don't, though.
You create movement. You breathe.
I don't, though. I don't.
You expel gas out your buttocks. It makes the things move around.
Makes it. It spins it right round, baby. Right round. You know what's great is we're about like 10 minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
We're already double the length of our original do of this episode.
Our do of the episode?
Our
original do of this episode.
Original do.
Yeah.
So you would say this is like our second do?
Yeah.
So you would say this was like our.
Well, it's Ryan's first do.
This is Ryan's first do, and this is our do.
This is our do.
Okay.
And it's double do.
Oh, we've real stepped in it now.
Well, we've real sleep.
I can't talk. I don't know why. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It could be early morning. It could be at night. It's all slurred.
It could be in a box.
Sometimes he slips into that weird backwards room in Twin Peaks. Let's have some Palmer.
Well, the Palmer.
We don't. That dwarf's a bad person. Do you guys know that?
Spoilers!
No, I mean like the actor.
Oh no! What happened? What did he do?
I think he's just like a piece of shit. That's why he's not in the revival.
You hate to hear that.
Yeah.
You hate to hear that.
Unless that's not true, in which case I take it back.
You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that.
What if he's not in the revival because he's dead?
He's not dead. He's a piece of shit.
Piece of shit.
That's why he's not in any Tony Hawk game. Think about it.
Your baby doesn't believe people can change and still thinks that I'm a piece of shit.
What is that a reference to?
What?
I think you should leave.
Look, Ryan, we're all looking for the guy who made a reference that not everybody got, okay?
O.J. Simpson died. Did you know that?
Yes, I knew that. Jesus Christ.
Did Daniel know that?
Yeah, I knew that. I'm just not sure why you're bringing it up.
Because he was still looking for the killer. We're all looking for the killer.
I see why you've done that now. It's the long con for you to get around to that.
Right round, baby. Reach around.
He wrote that book. I didn't do it, but if I did. I did.
Preston picks up his weird ass phone, and I'm like, it looks like it might be a rotary, but then it's not a rotary from the side. I'm like, okay, this is weird, and I'm like, I hope he's not trying to call his dead wife. That would not be good.
The phone's weird, and he's got like a laptop, and there's wireless internet, I guess. That doesn't.
Yeah, and then
I don't know.
Satellite internet. Satellite.
He's talking to some
I'm sorry,
guy
what
on
is
the phone.
the internet, Ryan?
Satellite. He's got a satellite dish on the side of his roof.
Are you sure it's not satellite?
Satellite.
Because that's what you said before. You said it's. I believe he's got the satellite internet.
I was becoming Daniel.
Are you turning blue?
Oh no! I think Kenny was playing with an object in his hand.
There was a click. I seen the audio spike.
What were you playing with? What was in your palms?
One of them plasma lighters.
Oh, that's pretty good. I've got 4 hair ties.
Daniel's the resident ambient noise maker.
Although in this last episode
I listened
to. Although I don't have a fucking family clicking in the background, building a tool shed in the background.
I was saying, this last episode that came out that I listened to, I think Ryan was playing some bongos or something at the end.
No, that's his wife.
Like, what the fuck is these bongos? We're supposed to be getting better. Instead, we're getting worse.
She's recording her podcast, which is like a jazz freestyle kind of thing where she just plays random instruments in the house.
Is she back there scatting?
She might be. There's some Bigfoot scat to get back on track.
Preston's talking to someone on the phone, and he's like, I won't be able to make the thing. Just make stuff up about me. And I'm like, don't make up stuff about me. You might not be good, or maybe it'll be too good.
Shouldn't he be out on, like, disability?
Also, yeah, that, but also, this isn't a surprise trip, right? Shouldn't he already have known?
What's his job?
Wheelchair man.
What are the responsibilities?
A
How
lot of
does he provide value to the company as wheelchair
sued the mountain.
man?
He
sued the mountain. Now that's
Sued the
interesting.
No railings. He actually doesn't believe in working.
Fair. Real.
So, Otis comes in there, like, hey, I forgot your soy milk. I'm going to make you your shake with this regular milk.
This is
What?
let me be clear. This is the most important part of this movie.
It's what? It won't hurt you.
Otis, I'll die.
I'm allergic. And then he's like, look, Otis, like, all right, Preston, I'll go back to town. 30 minutes tops.
No,
I'll
no,
be
no,
back.
no,
And he's
no,
like,
no, no, no.
Otis, I love you. Don't.
Otis,
Don't go.
wait. I mean, I don't want to be alone right now. Otis.
Right now, Otis.
Right now, Otis.
I don't
Remember when you
feel
carried me over the threshold?
safe right
did
now,
this-
Otis.
Ooh.
Without you.
We've only
And
got
you know-
the one bedroom, by the way, Otis.
Otis, you know how when I get scared because there's a virus on my laptop with the satellite internet, my pants slip off a little bit. Another reference he doesn't know. It's great.
I downloaded a virus. I got scared. My pants fell down a little bit.
Mom, you're not listening to me. That's a virus.
It's a virus.
It's not porn.
I
My
got
pants slipped a little
scared.
bit. I got scared. I got jizz all over your nice, awesome shirt.
I think so. We get that kid. We get the glow stick kid, and we get she's the queen and we're the sorry people kid. And we get them together, and I don't know what they do.
As gold. That's profit right there.
We watch them play Fortnite together.
Probably. They're probably our age. I don't know. That house seemed kind of smoky, by the way. Like, I feel like there was like
right. Yeah, like someone who's smoking.
Oh, the fog on the floor.
No, that's like
Otis was
smoke.
burning his shake.
No, it's like when they go in there and they open the thing. There's like atmospheric for the ambiance. They got
is
like
that
a
all
fog
dust?
machine going.
What
Do
is
you have
fog.
atmospheric fog in your house?
Well, no, it's for a movie. It's for atmosphere. It's a lot.
That can't be good
Well,
for
it's
your
a big
health.
atmosphere.
Well, you're
Yeah.
not breathing it in.
You don't inhale. Now,
Oh,
Preston hears some tunes, and he goes outside. There's a bumping Jeep rolling up. It's got flame decals. Like, this Jeep is hopping. All right, he's like, so much for peace and quiet. And this is where I think I brought this up in Zombievers. These movies are the same universe. This is like the same gang of chicks going off for their girls' weekend. No phones. We all know can't have phones on a girls' weekend. No boys.
Right.
No, none of that. It's
But this
girls'
time they didn't
weekend.
actually have boys.
Well, unless you count Peepin' Tom. Preston,
Well, he's a man.
is he? No, Otis is a man.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Otis was a man.
Otis was a man. Hey guys, I have a head. Like, who announces? Do you guys like on boys' nights? Does anyone just stop to turn around and yell like, "Hey, I've got a headache"? Like, just yelling it at the whole everybody.
I don't know. What are boys' nights like?
Well, there's a lot of night crawlers.
Shit.
Some Harry Potter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, a lot of snacks. Like, there's a lot of Hy-Vee
I am
trips because we like classy
fully
snacks.
erect right now.
Maybe there's some Fortune
Also,
Street.
did I Fortune Street?
Maybe there's some Fortune Street.
Oof.
That's a boys' night. It's not about yelling at each other that you have a headache.
That's true. It's not like I'm not in the mood for boys' night. No.
I'm not. No,
No.
you're here being a boy, and it's being a night.
It's nighttime.
It's not that. So, Karen, no phones, Herdberger. Like, these ladies are crazy. And they're doing this all in front of the whole neighborhood. Preston's house. Also, this is like isolated cabin in the woods that has another cabin just on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
They couldn't have built them, like, different spots.
well, there's only one road.
One road.
And you don't go down that road.
Not down
And then
that
Preston
road.
yells over at him. He's like, "Hey, lady, my penis still works." And he rolls away.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Bigfoot say that?
Bigfoot said that? One of the ladies is getting hitched. Well, we got Amanda, we got CJ, we got Michelle.
I'm
CJ
gonna-
Craig's there?
I'm going to
Got
tell you
Karen.
right now, I don't give a shit about any of these ladies.
You didn't care about CJ,
No, none of them.
the attractive Asian.
Okay. No.
Huh.
It may be because
Maybe.
most of this movie Hear me
Maybe.
out. Hear me
I'm
out.
hearing
Most of this
you.
movie
I'm
is
hearing you.
from.
Preston's pervy
I can't remember
POV.
his name. Preston's POV. Therefore, all the scary stuff is happening, but it's happening at a distance. It's not happening to the person I'm following. And I'm not getting enough real time with these ladies to care about them. So I don't care what happens to them. I'm only excited when they get torn apart.
Or,
Go ahead.
alternative take, I think we just found our psychopath. Isolate that audio from what he just said. I'm only excited when those ladies get torn apart.
Yeah. And let me translate that for the audience.
And when Otis's head or face gets crunched.
I ejaculate in my pants every time I see violence against women.
You're going to say that this month, Ryan?
Ryan, you're going to say that this month?
On the eve of fucking Blaze It Day?
That is today. It's the eve of Blaze It Day. True.
It might be Blaze It Day already where Ryan is. I
It's
don't know
Blaze
how,
It Day
I
for
don't know how
Ryan
time
already.
zones work.
I don't trust him. Honestly, I don't believe in him. And I ain't gonna follow him. Same time everywhere.
Just watch internet time.
Watch internet time. These ladies, are they friends? I don't know. We got a bathroom smoker, and she's like trying to.
Well, she's smoking weed, but I don't know why she's hiding it.
But she's trying to like put the smoke out of there, like wave it away. There's no windows open. It's like everyone's gonna fucking know.
But why
Yeah.
not just smoke it out on the porch?
Well, after she walked out and then someone else walked in there, I thought they were all gonna go in there and have their own little secret in the bathroom.
Oh, but like they're not leaving. Like one's not leaving. One's going in, doing their secret thing, and then like
No one
sitting
comes
in the
out.
And they're
corner.
like, you go to the corner. And they turn around, they're smoking in the corner. The other one's on their phone. And then another one comes in and says, you go to the corner. And they go to the other corner.
and then
one
they're like
comes in.
stashing drugs in the toilet. Yeah.
They're taking a shit and out pops 2 baggies. And they wash it off. And then they do a line on the counter. I know what you're saying.
Just like heavyweights.
I was not saying. It's a classic boys night.
Just like heavyweights.
What is heavyweights? I know what heavyweights is.
I don't know what heavyweights is. They're over there. They're like, these are crazy chicks. Press is like, these are crazy chicks. These chicks be crazy, man. And like, all of a sudden, one of them tried to get on the cell phone again. They don't work now. Okay? They don't work now.
Bigfoot's jamming it.
Yeah. Big shadow in the woods. Okay?
Okay.
And I think it's a Bigfoot.
Okay.
And then
I think it's just
getting
trees.
dark out. No, it's a Bigfoot. Preston goes to check his bookshelf for his big ass flashlight.
Could be a bear.
Could be, I don't know.
Oh, it could
well,
be
he
a
looks
bear.
back over there because the lady's outside trying to talk on her phone, and she's gone now. And I'm like, she got sucked into her phone, is what I'd be thinking if I was Preston. First thought,
The phone's
Yeah.
the killer.
phone's the killer. Bigfoot
That's an
phone.
interesting hypothesis. Now
Yeah,
he's not
and then-
being a very good perv. Like
not.
I think rule
Yeah.
number 1 of perving: don't lose track of your target.
Don't lose track of your target, but he needed to get his flashlight.
Sorry, what?
Vroom, 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 vroom.
Do they make that noise?
Hell yeah.
Vroom.
Brian says it's a Chinese
That's
made
just a
one.
vacuum, Brian. Technology has advanced.
Oh no.
But I only have a
Don't tell him
vacuum.
that.
Well,
Vroom.
It's a rainbow. She's
It's a
gone.
Dyson.
She got took.
How dare you?
She got. Oh, sorry.
Brian
got
and I do
took-
our dog head tilt.
Off camera. She's gone.
No, it's on cam. We're on camera.
We are on camera.
Not us, you ignorant skink.
What?
But he's like, where'd she go? And then the other ladies see him, and they're
your
like,
friend,
Perv!
your friend's gone
there is something out there.
in the woods. It took your friend.
It took we thought that you was turned into a toad. And then he's like, you're not crazy, Preston. He's like, but you are talking to yourself. And then he's like, I better figure out a way to
But
get a hold of
then
the cops.
he turns, looks at the camera, and winks.
Wink. And he's like, I'm going to email the cops. And he's sitting there trying to think of what to say.
Well, emails
cops.
are hard to start out. Like, how do you start an email?
Dear
Hello?
Dad.
You start it with "Dear Dad."
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Every
I've never. I think I've said this before, but I've never sent an email.
Ever?
Not once.
That's an accomplishment. Proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
think.
You've
I don't know.
triggered emails.
I've
Triggered emails. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Emails
Every
have a
time
trigger
you
warning
order
for him.
something, you get a confirmation email.
Right.
He's read an email, but
I've
he's
read
never
e-
sent
I've read,
an email.
I've never
Yeah,
sent.
but you
an
caused.
email.
Yeah, but you triggered an email to be sent by ordering something.
Right, but what I'm saying is that I've never gone like, dear extended family, it is I, Daniel. Today, I managed to get my
It's
rogue
my
up to
Independence
level.
Day.
It's my Independence Day.
And I have managed to
I'm still
roll myself
here.
up into a giant tortilla blanket and I need one of you to come to the house and unwrap me.
Please.
Send.
Thank you.
Pretty please.
Send.
You know what? Now I wish you would send an email, Daniel. I feel like we're missing out on a key thing that would keep our family together. If you would do this once a month,
Ryan,
you change the person who has to unwrap you.
I have to reveal something to you. That wasn't my email. That was your email.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, look. He's trying to think of what to say to the cops in the email without sounding crazy. And so he pauses, and then he literally types in the email, ... He puts his fucking mental pause in the email. Like, Preston, they're not live reading this as you type it.
They might be.
You don't have to put a pause in there, bud.
You think they're on
Who
their
does
little email machine? It's got like the little ellipses that show that Preston's like typing something to him.
See,
They
this
know
is a
and
man who doesn't know because he's never sent an email.
Oh,
They definitely do, Daniel. In fact, they can see him as he's typing it. The guy, when you type an email, camera's on you.
oh my God!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
Is it?
He didn't even...
Is it fucking Tom Facebook that's watching me?
Fucking Tom Facebook, Bill MySpace, and Tim Apple.
Fucking Tim Apple.
All up in your shit. And they don't hear Otis come back either. And Otis
You say
sneaks
Tim
up on
Apple
Preston.
didn't hear Otis sneak up?
Didn't
Is
hear
that
him.
what you're saying?
Didn't hear him.
Okay.
And he's like, look, man, I got you a drink here. He pours a little boozy booze in. I don't know if that's supposed to be Preston's shake or if it's just some mixed drink. I don't know. Maybe Preston's shakes are mixed drinks, which, hell yeah, Preston.
I don't think that one was for Preston. That one's for him.
Well, he puts a little boozy booze in it. And then...
It's like a White Russian, right? Where you put it in milk.
Yeah, it looked good. And I like how the camera, like, Otis starts chugging it, and the camera zooms in and gets a nice close-up shot of Otis's lips. Big, luscious
Oh, my God.
Otis lips chugging it down.
God.
And I'm like, what a slutty cameraman, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Otis is great. I wonder what he's going to cook. He made some, like, little fritter, breaded steak thingies. They look good. Otis can do everything. But while Otis is in there cooking, Preston's out there doing sneaky wheelchair stuff, and he opens the front door, and he's like, stairs, my nemesis.
Is that house carpeted, do you think?
I don't feel like
remember.
it is.
I
feel like that's a rustic wooden log
Because
cabin type
either
thing.
it's wood floor and you're gonna hear Preston screech like
No,
he's across the floor,
he's cooking, Daniel. He's cooking. Let him cook.
or
cook.
it's gonna be carpeted and he's gonna have a hard time.
No, it's a brand new chair. Those
Or
tires,
he's got that fucking shit you put down under your computer chair all over the house and he's just zooming.
No, what he does is as he rolls the chair, he lifts, and so he's actually hovering.
Now
He's
explain
Professor X.
Okay, that's all you had to say. I understand. Okay.
There you go. But yeah, he looks at the stairs, goes, fuck that, and goes back inside. And then we leave our hero there, and now we cut to this campfire scene that makes the movie.
Well, so yes. And did you know this was filmed like a year later after all the other filming had finished?
They get like an extra $5,000.
Maybe or so. Well, I'll tell you what they got, Daniel. Not Hans Zimmer, god damn it. Lance Henriksen.
Nope, it was Hans Zimmer himself.
Hans Zimmer
himself. He's there on a banjo, composing the soundtrack to a different movie.
But we got him in the movie. Lance
He doesn't
Henriksen,
know that yet, but he's in the movie. You're in the movie.
We got Lance Henriksen kind of doing his role from that vampire movie.
The one where he's a vampire?
Yeah.
Derailed.
Isn't that like Near Dark?
Near Dark. It's that same
Yeah.
kind of like gruff delivery. And why is he here, Daniel?
Oh, he just wants to kill shit.
Yeah, I
like
just like
killing
killing shit.
shit. You don't believe in Squatch?
I almost said for the paycheck.
Well, no,
Yeah.
that's what. Oh, yes. Why is his character here?
Right.
What's his
Yeah,
character's
yeah.
motivation?
Yeah. Oh, you don't believe in Squatch. He's here to give us that Darwin Award story.
Yes.
Which we loved the first time we talked about it.
And
we
you looked it up
determined
and
that
it wasn't a thing?
Wasn't real.
That's
What was the
sad.
story, Ryan?
A man put glue on his hand and shoved it on was it a hippo or a rhino? Rhino.
Porcupine.
But what he didn't know was that rhino had been backed up for like weeks, and so they'd give him some laxatives, and so the rhino takes off, and he's behind him, and then he just starts shitting gallons of shit, and he's there, and he's
30
choking and gagging and drowning in shit, and that's how he dies.
30 gallons of diarrhea. Now, this hunting scene, it always reminds me of the Silver Bullet one.
You want a rhino fact?
Yeah, buddy, hit me with the rhino fact.
What do you got?
I call them, and I think most of the internet as well. We call them little tank dogs.
Little
But they're not
tank
little.
dogs. Okay,
Mhm.
why is that?
Because they're like dogs, but they're like a tank.
They're not little.
Well, you know.
Also, I've never heard this.
Well, you wouldn't. You're not. You're not on the internet.
I thought this
I
was
live
going to
on the
be a
internet.
setup for like
You
a
thought
like a
that-
joke
you-
or a bit, but it sounds like
Well,
Daniel
no.
just had this one thing and now he's done.
yeah. Yeah.
We could be so lucky.
I just really wanted to interrupt,
Son of a bitch.
and I did.
Well, as I was saying before I was so
Little tank
rudely
dogs.
interrupted. Tank dogs, that's dumb. Okay. That's dumb. Silver Bullet has a great little hunting scene that fails miserably. This has a fun, great hunting scene that fails miserably. We got like Ninja Squatch. Now, this is one of the scenes where we'll talk about where you think this was one Squatch in this scene? Because it's kind of popping up places.
Teleporting
Ninja
squatch.
Squatch. How much do you think they could squatch?
How much you squatch, bro?
Squatch!
Huh.
Squatch tears through them.
Probably
But
more
I
than
think
one.
this
I think
could-
there's more than one.
Well, we know there's more than one, but like as Ryan was trying to allude to earlier, it's are we dealing with just the one the whole movie?
Are
And
we
then
only
at the end,
following?
it's
Are we
like,
following the
surprise,
same Squatch through the entire movie?
I see. I
Yeah.
see.
bitch. It's hard to tell because there's only one that ever really gets wounded, and then we never lose sight of that one after it's
Junior.
wounded.
Yeah.
And all Squatches look alike.
I don't know. I've never quite seen a Squatch look like this before.
It's beautiful. Best Squatch you've ever seen.
I mean, I'm looking at a picture of this Squatch, and it's got like very human eyes. You know, there's just something about it that I say,
Let me name you Harry and let you move in with me and the Hendersons.
No, I don't
think
know.
the word that Ryan's looking for is
Go ahead, Daniel.
fuckable.
Oh,
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 okay. Well, he's not saying no.
He's not saying no.
Hadn't
Put
considered
a pink
that.
bow in its hair. You never considered the smell, though, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Squatch don't smell good. Well, the Squatch goes around and he takes out these people and, like, what he does a grab of Farmer. Oh, and the third person's Farmer Haas.
But
Yeah, he's back. We don't know what happened
He's
to his
back.
wife, but
Lance
he's back.
splits off and goes.
Splits the party.
He splits
goes
the
to the
party
cave.
and he finds a cave, and in the cave is the lady that the cell phone abducted.
Karen Herdberger.
Fucking Herdberger.
Herd
That's
burger,
our
eat that
word.
burger, because she's in a bad way, because like her guts are hanging out.
Like, that's supposed to be on the inside.
That's in the inside,
But-
lady.
Did Squatch do that to her, or did fucking
Did she do it to
5G
herself? Or what do you say?
I'm saying, did the 5G fucking phone
Oh,
do that
the
to her?
5G might have done that to her when it sucked her inside the
Oh.
phone and then spit her out in a cave.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
that's what I'm saying.
He finds her while he's in there messing with her, right? Is when the other two get. Is when Farmer Haas gets taken out.
No.
How-
He comes back and he's all like,
There's something in the woods.
There's something in the woods. I know what I saw.
It's coming.
Oh,
And then they start
yeah.
shooting into the woods.
it's like, what are they even aiming at? They're just blindly shooting.
That's
Trees?
They're doing Predator. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're doing Predator.
Yeah, and then this Lance get taken. No, Farmer Haas gets taken, and we get a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, we did get a Wilhelm scream.
We
and it
did.
So
was-
our very first movie we did, we had the Wilhelm scream. I think at some point we talked about have we done a movie
That's true.
with one, and
Yeah.
I didn't think we said we hadn't,
Uh,
but it turns out
We
literally
couldn't,
the
we
first
couldn't
movie
name
we
one,
did.
but yeah, it turns out the first one. Yeah, first
Yeah.
movie we did had the Wilhelm scream.
First
And
movie
earlier
you
we-
did. Don did it. Yep.
And
Yeah, well,
earlier
not
we
the first
couldn't-
movie Ryan did. Ryan
Not the
never
first
done a
movie,
Wilhelm.
Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. This is Ryan's first Wilhelm scream. Ryan, what did you think of Wilhelm?
I thought it was a unique take, very fresh.
A fresh scream.
Yeah, it didn't
Of
match
from
the
Bel Air.
the general gruffness of the character's normal speaking voice, but you know, maybe your scream sounds different.
Well, it fits because John Travolta actually went out into a public park with a microphone, directional microphone, and he captured that scream.
Okay.
New
Of-
for this movie,
of
and it's been used ever
Private
since.
Wilhelm from like World War
It
II
was
or one or something.
what happened was a man was trying to mate with a turtle he had found at the
That's an
lake
interesting
in
story.
the park, and it turns out it was a snapper, and it
Uh-huh.
snapped off his jubbly
Now,
bits.
did this snapper do the bend and snap, and that's what
It did
attracted the
bend and
man?
snap. It did, but he was minded though. He was practicing it to lure another turtle. He wasn't expecting this man
Right.
to come up there and try to
Who
jibble
would?
his bits in his face. Nobody expects it.
Nobody expects. Yeah.
Then a snap, and then I can't do the. How's the Wilhelm scream go?
That's
Oh wait,
it.
I was doing like a turtle. I think
That's how he
Wilhelm,
captured
right?
it. Yeah. Have we
What a
released that
good-
episode yet?
What a good
No.
side story.
We haven't released that episode yet. This is not going to make any sense.
Well, the bend and snap is from the one we just released.
yeah, but we haven't.
But your John Travolta, that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, the De Palma movie. What was it, Blowout? Spoilers, we're releasing Blowout at some point. And then you're going to need to come back and re-listen to this bit for it to work.
It's a fucking time traveling bit.
Big bit. Ninja Yeti, you smelly son of a bitch. Okay, takes out Lance too.
Yeah.
And then Jeffrey Combs is left there, and he's just like,
But he backs
You-
like up against a tree, and then Yeti grabs him
from around the tree.
from
Like
around
Ninja
the tree.
grabs him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Jeffrey Combs is like, you win. I'm gonna leave now. We'll pretend this never happened. And then he gets got. And the big ass mouth with all them teeths.
You think that's why he's so ornery? He got all them twofers and... Well, I guess he does
Nope.
have a way to brush them, because they got thumbs, right?
I got thumbs.
Okay, so then maybe that's not why they're ornery.
I've got nipples, Greg.
Can you brush me?
Can you
Brush my
me?
teeth?
Brush my
No.
teeth, Greg?
Now that our saviors
Where are you
are
going,
dead,
Greg?
Greg,
Greg?
we're back with Preston. Preston's like, oh wait, I can't call them, but I can maybe send a text message to their phone from my computer. I just gotta, what was her name? Herdberger. So now I'm gonna go find the only Herdberger in existence.
Well, there's only one,
That's
Two.
what Kenny just said.
3, probably 3 at least.
Yeah, two
So
parents and then a.
Oh, that's true.
And
Good
her?
point. Good point.
Yeah, so he manages to look up in an online phone book the first Herdberger he finds, and it happens to be her phone laying on the road outside. So this is already far-fetched. Then he's sending a message to it, and it turns
What
out
if-
that message...
What if Herdberger had been a nickname?
For what?
I don't
I'm
know.
tired
Workshop
of
this
these
with me.
kids prank calling me.
Herdberger. What do you have to do to get the nickname Herdberger?
She heard Burger, came running.
There we go. She always
Her,
runs
her
towards
fa-
the meat.
Her father got trampled by a herd of cows.
Turned him into a burger.
Yeah, it's a Herdberger.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Welcome
really
to
like any of
Herdberger, home
those.
of the Herdberger.
Can I get your order?
Herdberger.
Herdberger order?
All I'm saying is, he sends the message to her phone, and it keeps going off like a fucking ringtone. Like, this is not a quick
Well,
text
he's spamming
messaging.
F5.
F5, shit, send it. There's no way this phone sitting in the middle of the fucking road is loud enough for the people to hear it when they're partying all crazy up in this cabin.
Well, aren't they also like looking for her?
I don't think they really are. I think they're just hanging out.
They're inside their cabin. There's no way you're hearing a phone.
You guys are
Down in
saying
the
there's
valley.
no way. You guys are saying there's no way when we watch it happen. Think about
He's got
that.
us there.
Because it happened, so there must have been a way. You know, as
They come-
Malcolm,
McDowell.
Professor Doctor Malcolm
In the
says,
middle.
life finds a way, and phone finds a way.
It finds a way. Well,
I don't think he's the one that said that. I don't know. Now that I think
they
about
look-
it,
maybe. They pick up her phone. They go outside to see her phone. They're like, where is she? Oh my God, look. Well, we should look at her message. No, we shouldn't look at her message. That's like invasion of privacy. No, we're going to look. And it says whatever the fuck Preston said.
nice tits.
Nice kids. You're in danger.
The woods took your friend!
The guy next door. You pervert!
How do you
Oh,
respond
no.
to that? Someone shouts at you, "You're a pervert,"
Oh no. Like, yeah?
as you're actively perving. It's awkward, right?
Yeah.
Give him a thumbs
the
up.
whole time this is going on.
You right?
Yeah, you're right. Otis just trying to do his job. He's in there cooking up a storm. Preston's trying to get the window open to holler at these ladies. He just wants to, I'm gonna holler at you ladies. And he's like, he can't get the thingy to turn. He's so weak.
I don't
He cuts his
understand how
thumb.
he can't work a window.
He's doing it the wrong direction. He's too flustered to try it the other direction.
He's frustrated.
And I'm just like, why are you trying to even open the window when you're doing this whole thing? Like, just go back out in that balcony you're on. Unless it wasn't the same side. I don't know, but they called him a peeping Tom. And if
Which
you
is
look in the
crazy because his
shadows-
name's Preston.
It's Preston. It's Preston. Peeping Preston.
Yeah.
Press Tom.
Pee-pee.
PP. Every time we get the creature like in the shadows and you get to see its eyes glowing, God, it's so good.
Yep.
So good.
I agree.
And then my next note is what a cock knocker. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know that, but I mean,
what a
who got called a cock knocker?
I don't know.
Otis called Preston cock knocker because he's making some noise. And then he brings out the fritters, and Otis is a little drunk.
Well, think about it. Okay, so you're slaving over the stove, cooking up a meal for your man, while your man is perving on ladies next door instead of appreciating you for making a fine meal for him?
It's not like he can even see his bald spot from down in the chair, so like he doesn't know that you're
That's
not like
right.
perfection.
Right, well, I mean, he is perfection. Imperfection is perfection.
Oh, God, Otis, take me away.
Take me away, Otis.
Take me away, Otis. Otis makes him that fine meal. Otis gets a little white girl wasted. Otis takes a little nap on the couch, head back, mouth wide open, just getting it. Put stuff in Otis's mouth while he's sleeping. Whatever you want.
Yeah, you could. That's the thing, you could. If you had mobile legs.
Ooh, that's
Lieutenant
true.
Dan. What's
Now,
going on with Ryan's eye?
Now, someone's about to go take an angry shower.
Is it Ryan?
Should be. One of the ladies, I don't. They all kind of blur together because we're not really focusing on them until there's only like one left. Is taking a shower.
Yeah.
And she seems angry about it. Like she's angrily taking off her big
Well,
ass.
that's
boots.
because the
threw a drink in her face.
Yeah, the half Asian lady that you said was hot.
Whoa,
like,
now
threw a drink.
he's saying she's half. What happened?
What happened to the other half?
What happened?
Oh, and you're saying like I think she saw like you didn't find her attractive.
Let me look at her. She might not be.
You should have done that when you watched the movie.
Hold on, let me pull out.
This is Karen Anna Chuang.
I mean, that's how you say it. That's not how I would have said it. I'm not saying my way was
I still want to know where that other half went.
Other half is Cyborg.
Also, I'm so sweaty.
You are the only person in that house. You can control the temperature.
No, I'm in the hottest room of the house.
Turn on a fan.
It's on.
Open the vents.
They're open.
Go get the fans out of the basement.
Oh, I guess I could have done that.
Put your window unit in there.
Can't do that. The windows don't open the right way.
Set it on a chair.
And
just put a bucket down there to catch the
that's
water.
not here anymore. I moved it. It's gone.
Oh. Ryan, are you still looking up this lady?
No.
What are you doing? We're waiting on
We've
you.
been killing time.
Oh,
Waiting
are
on
you
to come
doing?
back.
I'm sorry. What are we doing?
Jesus Christ.
It's 1 to 10, hot or not.
Yeah.
His wife is right there.
She's looking with him.
Right there. What are you pulling up pictures of this lady for, honey?
What flavor is she, Ryan?
Half? What half?
Half
What's
of
the
what?
other half?
Yeah.
Half of what, Ryan? What makes you think it's half?
Yeah, half of what?
All I'm saying is this one chick's getting an angry shower. There's ominous noises, and now Preston really is peeping because he keeps watching her in the shower. And the abominable snowman is also peeping. And then he's like, Otis, you gotta come see this shit. Wakes up Otis. Otis like, huh? Otis comes over there and looks out the window. It's like, it's a giant piece of bread with legs on it. Now, do you think that was improvised? That's such a random...
A giant... What was he talking about?
I don't know. But then he gives Otis the binoculars. And he's like, look over there at the trees, Otis. And Otis gets some perfect zoom action. Like, he's a real pro at this. Binoculars right on the boobs in the shower.
He's a spotter.
He's a spotter. He's like, oh, you dog, Preston. You dog. You wanted to keep over, look at this? And it's like, Preston did keep looking at her. Like,
Well,
he didn't have to keep.
He said respectfully.
Did he?
No.
Now, Otis goes away. Preston's still watching her. And then this is maybe... I don't know if it's my favorite kill in the movie because the Otis one's pretty good, but this is
top 3.
close. Yeah, it's one of my favorite kills in the movie. There's a big window that Preston's looking at her through, and then there's this tiny little square window on the other side of the bathroom, and she's standing there out of the shower, and the Squatch reaches through the tiny window and just pulls her body, and it folds in half backwards through the little window. Dead. She's gone. And Preston's like, she's gone! Ah! And Otis comes back, and she's like, what's he say, Dale?
You can't expect her to be, wait around in there all day, bud.
Yeah, she's not gonna shower all night. Oh, Otis, you son of a bitch. And then Preston's all upset about it, and then Otis bitch slaps him, backhand, takes it fucking, whew, knocks him out of the wheelchair,
Which I
And then
think
he's
is
like,
probably he shouldn't have done that.
you should not have done that. But you get away with it if Preston's a head case, because they're allowed to beat them, is what movies have taught me.
Do you think Ryan's doing like an online test right now to see if he's going blind?
He's doing something. He's very focused on
I got this eye
something
twitch
else.
in the right eye. I don't know
He's
what's
looking
going
up
on.
to see if it's like a symptom for cancer.
Probably means I need to eat a banana, get some potassium.
Is that what that means?
I don't know.
Go have black duck soup, chicken soup, black chicken soup
Yeah, do that right now.
right
Okay.
now.
Oh, okay.
So Otis is like, nah, fuck you, Preston. Bitch slap your ass. I'm gonna go. Time for a little shot. And I'm thinking, okay, this whole time Preston has seemed pretty rational to me. Like, even when he's talking about these outlandish things that's going on that'd be tough to believe, he doesn't sound like out of his mind.
There's
And
a
I'm
thing
wondering-
in the woods, and it took your friend.
Yes, but he's not like hysterical
No, he is.
up to this point, though. What I'm saying is,
No, I
What
know
was
what you're
he
trying
like?
to do. You're trying
What
to
was-
just leave the situation. You're trying to leave your therapy early. Get my ass in trouble. That's what you're trying to do, Preston. It ain't gonna happen.
Maybe.
You know what? You need a medicinal timeout. That's what you
a
need.
little weed for Otis, a little shot for Preston.
Hmm.
But I'm like, what was Preston mentally like before he was cleared for this trip? Like,
It was-
what was so bad about him that they feel like he's mentally unstable enough to eventually potentially
what
need
they
a
don't
shot
tell you is that he's been seeing Sasquatches for weeks.
for weeks? Like, Otis, I shit my pants. Why, Preston? There's a squatch in the bathroom.
I can't poop there. He's on the toilet and he won't get off of it.
You don't get off of it.
He's gonna break
Preston,
it because he's so big.
Preston, stand up. Your legs are fine. There's a squatch on my feet.
There's a squatch on my feet.
I can't stand up. He's standing on my feet.
He's trying to do
Otis,
that
you
thing
know that.
the thing that little kids do where they try to walk as you walk. He's
But
doing
he's
that,
not
but
little.
he's not
He's a
little.
squatch.
He's big. He's got big feet.
Otis, I shit my pants again. Otis, how did you just bitch slap me through the squatch?
Get off me. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's about to inject Preston, but Preston's like, actually, Otis, Uno reverse.
Oh shit!
I played the reverse card. Boom.
Yep. And then Otis is offended. He's like, Preston, what the fuck? Otis,
Well,
he gonna
okay.
do
Preston wasn't supposed to do that.
wasn't supposed to do that. So then my next note says, "Don't mess with the bull." Does Otis say that, or do I feel like that's something Otis would say? Don't mess with the bull.
No, I think Otis did say that.
Yeah, you're gonna get the horns.
And in this case, the horns was the sleepy time juice.
Sleepy time juice. Otis is out, and we're not just gonna leave him to die later. And instead, he's gonna try to save the day, despite the fact that he should have just left because
Or
They
just
just left him to
stayed
die.
asleep.
stayed asleep.
Should have been like that girl on Ma's couch.
Oh God, 6 months of dust on that photo. Oh yeah, we get the 6 month date because the cops are reading about reading the email, and the sheriff's like, "Nah, man, that Preston guy, you
He's
know
can-
him, right?
Y'all are a bunch of candy asses.
Candy asses. That's a 25-minute ride. I ain't making that drive because I'm a man. Real candy ass would make that drive to save people.
This
Now,
sheriff, he's not a good sheriff. I don't think he should be
He's not
reelected.
a good. No. Instead, he's like, instead of taking that 25-minute drive up there to go check that out, I'm gonna go to the head. I'm gonna take a 25-minute shit. I'm gonna give birth to a monster.
Because you hear that, guys? That's a storm. That's
The
thunder.
storm.
And you know what
It's
happens when
rolling.
there's thunder?
We
It's
poop.
pooping.
The
It's
thunder
pooping weather.
rolls.
The
I
thunder
bring the
rolls.
I bring the poop for the thunderstorms to the podcast. Someone's got to do it.
You did like a mouth thing when you said that.
Who, me?
Yeah.
What I
It was-
do?
It wasn't
like
me,
a-
dog.
It was like a mouth wink. I don't know what it was. It was like
How did
a
I do it?
It was almost like a silent kiss just to us.
I don't even know what
It
I
was
did.
just on one side.
That's
Kinda
it was
like how-
subconscious, man.
Kind of like how Ryan's eye is twitching. Your mouth just twitched.
He's infecting me. It's like that cellular movie where it's all going through the phones and shit. I don't know.
Just like that.
Just like that. Okay. Well, now Tracy, open the door. Let's see.
Tracy, open the door.
Tracy, open. He's finally talking to the peeper. Oh yeah, the ladies have figured out some crazy shit's happening because they were trying to get Tracy to open the door to the bathroom, but she can't because she's already out of the bathroom. And they're freaking out. And then Preston gets out on the balcony, and then I like how the ladies
Is that
keep
a
popping
balcony
up on
or a veranda?
What the fuck is a veranda?
I
know
don't
the
know.
word, but what is it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
It's like one of those words that I think is bullshit, like vestibule.
Is that where priests diddle people?
No, that's anywhere they can, make it happen.
Ryan?
Huh? My eyes
Ryan?
twitching.
Leave him alone. It's really bothered him. He's been tense for like 15 minutes now thinking about this. So I like how they keep popping out of different windows when they're talking to Preston.
Yeah.
It's like, talking to the peeper? Yeah. He's in. And then as they're all upstairs talking to Preston, Squatch kicks in the door down there. We don't see it, but the door's wide
Cable
open.
guy!
Delivery!
How are your sheets?
Bet I can stretch
He's
them.
in the house. Now, when the Squatch is inside the house,
Yeah.
I think they're using a much smaller Squatch suit.
You think it's a baby squatch?
Baby
Because
squatch.
he appears much smaller in the house because I think it's a confined space and he had to bring it down a bit.
The Squanch is slightly over 7 feet tall.
The what?
Squanch?
That's a different character.
Squanch.
What is it?
I'm squanching. You're right. That is a different thing. I'm squanching in here.
How many
Yeah.
times? He's just said it so many times.
Squatch.
No,
Squatch.
It's always been Squanch.
It's
Squatch.
It's always been Squanch.
It's always been Squanch. He gets in the house and he's like, Squatch has played a lot of Mortal Kombat, so he knows like floors and ceilings. Yeah, do your mouth exercises, Ryan. Like, work
I'm
that
hoping
tongue.
it helps.
Maybe it will. The ladies are upstairs running around like cray, and he fucking just reaches up through the fucking floor, pulls one down. Like, yeah, it does a throat bite. Like, these destructible environments, fantastic. One of them is now like run around hiding behind the couch, which I
He'll
think is a
never
great
find you
spot.
there.
Yeah, and then she like does a crawl around, like, oh, maybe I'll get away, maybe, and then Preston's yelling like, oh, he's couch
He's yelling, she's
quarterbacking.
behind the couch.
Hey, get her! And she's like, she's about to sneak out of the room, like get away without the Squatch seeing her. And then the Asian chick comes running down there and like makes a scene.
And then she
it's
says,
like,
she's behind the couch.
she's behind the couch. And they're like, it's like, great, you're gonna get this other chick killed when she was already like cleared. She was good. But then the blonde lady to me it looked like she did a sick window jump. Or did she get tossed?
Doesn't one of them get like slapped, like bitch slapped?
That's CJ, the Asian chick, is slapped. But the blonde chick, before she gets got, she ends up flying out the window. I don't remember if she jumps or
I
gets
think
thrown.
she jumps.
It looks like a jump to me. It's impressive, and it's a bold move.
It's
I know
like that
I-
guy in that one movie jumping out that window.
Yeah,
You know the
landed
one.
right. Yeah, the bear movie,
The bear movie. Prophecy?
Prophecy. That's a good movie.
We'll cover it.
We should. A lot of movies we've seen that we should cover from those days, anyway.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. CJ gets slapped across the room, showing. Then she pepper sprays him.
Hey, he didn't like that.
He did not like that, so he stomps her like a jelly.
Like a wine. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
a
like
a wine.
she gets stomped.
He's making
and,
wine out of her body. Just squish,
Yeah,
squish,
all the
squish,
he
squish,
steps
squish.
on her and all the toothpaste comes out.
all the toothpaste comes out.
And now he
Yeah.
can brush his teeth.
Now, so he
Yeah.
won't be ornery no more.
He won't be ornery no more. And I'm just at this point we're seeing a lot of the Squatch,
Yeah.
and I really wish like if I could own an animatronic or just a suit or whatever the hell it is, whatever you want to call it from any movie, this might be the one I would pick.
You know what I'd pick?
I love this creature so fucking much. It's either this or a Ninja Turtle.
No, you would pick a Ninja Turtle.
It's
And
like
then-
12
and
grand.
then
They sell
would,
those.
They would catch you doing weird things to it, and then they'd have to take it away.
Try it. I'd be a ninja.
At that point,
Yeah.
You fuck a ninja, you become a ninja. Everybody
Those are the
knows
rules.
this.
Those are the rules.
I would want a Jabba the Hutt.
Mm.
You know,
that tracks.
The best we can afford for you is a Salacious Crumb.
I'll take that too. He's a crazy
Brian,
little
what
guy.
would you want? Everyone else has picked their thing.
I want the small killer clown.
Aw, did I break your bike? You gonna knock my block off? I did finally show that to Mimi. She loved it.
Dun, 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 dun,
Great
dun,
soundtrack.
dun. Oh my god, so good.
Are we gonna play the game?
There's
No.
a game.
Next question.
It's coming out. It's another one of those like Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight style.
So CJ gets squanched into jelly.
Squanch!
Squanched.
She does get squashed.
But
like
Blondie
into
From now
Blondie.
on, whenever a character gets killed in there, we gotta go squanched.
Squanch. She goes running to like Preston's like, come here, and it's like, get inside, yeah, and it's like, and lock the door. You can never break in there if you lock the door.
I don't know that squanches can do steps good.
With those
Maybe
big
not.
feet, I think
With
it should have given them a little bit more trouble.
Because
You would
like
think.
the width, it's like our steps, not good width.
Dangerous. Any prospective buyers, the steps are fine.
Unless you're a squanch.
Not for
You're a
squanches.
Squanch. But we do not discriminate. We will sell to a squanch.
Well,
Give me money. It's yours.
well,
Anything. Now she's like, Preston.
I don't
She's
think
like,
the
"Is it-"
HOA would appreciate a squanch family moving in here.
I'd love to see them kick him out.
All right.
I'd love to see it. They have no power here.
So you're saying you would love to see the squanch family give you money and then end up homeless?
No, I want to see the Squanch family open their mouths like Chompy,
And then
bite
go
off the
squanch.
HOA heads, and squash their faces. Yeah, that's what I want to see. So she's like, is it still out there? Preston's like, no. And I'm like, the fuck you mean it's not out there? It's obviously out there. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
he doesn't
technically-
see it, so it's not there.
Well, technically, if you're inside like something,
Right.
everything is out there except for what's inside with you.
Oh my
So if it's not-
Jesus Christ.
if it's not out
Bro,
there,
420
then
is
it-
tomorrow. You need to
I
chill
know,
out.
right?
You need to slow it down.
If it's not out there, then that must mean it's in here.
Can't argue with that, Daniel.
There he goes again.
That's
Fucking
That's-
Plato who?
right. But you know what? You're gonna ask me that dumb question, Amanda. Ask me more about the drugged man
That's true. Ask me about
Like,
my gay lover passed out on the floor, Amanda.
with a needle in his neck. It's a long story. She accepts that. Just because there's a squatch outside doesn't mean that Preston wasn't some sort of fucking murdering peeping Tom.
Both things could
They
be
could
true.
both. Yeah, this could be like
And in
one
a
of those
better
things where,
movie,
like,
they would both be true.
wasn't there a movie where like a killer bear encountered like a serial killer and like they ended up colliding, like they were both mowing through people in the same
They're
movie,
both
and then
mowing yards to
they ended
Just
up
trying to make some
for-
money through the summer
some.
Is this a thing? I didn't make this up. This is a concept.
No, you're making it up right now.
so they
No,
could
there's a
afford to go
concept
to
where
the
this-
community pool to cool down.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's
but
not
the
a bear,
bear's
but
not
there's like
allowed in the pool because his fur will
shoe-
get caught in
'cause
like the
he's not
drain.
wearing a suit. You gotta wear a
no.
suit.
There's definitely something where there's two killers acting independently in a thing, and they end up. And I'm not talking Freddy versus Jason. That's an obvious thing, but like a similar situation. There's two things killing through town, and they end up meeting in the middle, so to speak. And I feel like,
Like
one
Just
of
take
the
some
time
time.
it was a bear. One of them was a bear, maybe a cougar,
Cougar.
barracuda. I don't know.
Ooh, barracuda.
Anyway. Preston makes sure to tell Amanda, like, I wasn't always in this wheelchair. My dick works. And it's time to set a trap.
Dick trap
Dick trap. We're going to bait him to the door
with you. Lie down.
with you. It's like Home Alone, baby.
He says that.
And he says that. And he's like, look, she's like, how are we going to bait it? It's like, I notice him smelling things. So that's how he finds things.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever say that to you, Daniel?
Say that about me?
No, to you.
To me about
Like,
me?
I notice you find things by smell.
I don't though. I find things. I actually don't find things.
That's a problem. You don't find things.
Yeah.
That's just, I noticed him smelling things, so we're going to be able to bait him with his sense of smell, because that's a prominent feature of a squatch.
What about
But then
squanch?
Squanches, however, are electricians, and they'll cut the power for a squatch.
Ooh.
And that's what happens here. Power's cut. Now, my thought here is,
What do you
Ryan,
mean?
maybe
It's just a fucking animal. What do you mean to cut the power, man?
it's not me, man. Not me. No way, man. Squatch,
You guys like what I
Remember-
did there?
It's just a shark.
just do it again.
I don't.
Well, okay. Do you remember how in the beginning of the movie it started?
It's
How-
yes.
What?
And remember
Are
how-
we going back to the beginning of the movie?
We are, for a reason.
Okay. I don't
We go back
remember
to the
how
beginning of the movie?
Oh, with the farmer or the farmer?
Sparky and
Sparky,
Farmer and his
right?
wife, they go
Yeah.
they go back into their house,
Uh-huh.
and then they just stay in their house.
Right, yeah.
And then they lived.
That's Squanch.
They
had
weren't
a
playing
cold.
the loud music.
Okay, so hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing.
They're in Preston's house now.
Yeah.
There's no loud music. They've got the door shut. The Squatch is not outside the door. It's not actively trying to get in there.
On his laptop are emitting a high frequency hum that's driving the Squanch mad.
That's true. It doesn't like noise, as we find out later. I'm just saying, if they didn't try to bait the thing, maybe they could have just chilled there, and maybe it would have just left.
Maybe it won't even come to here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead, they baited him.
We'll never know because they baited him so hard.
They baited him, and they're like, "Oh shit, here he comes." Well, our plan to bait him worked, but what the fuck were we going to do after that?
That's a good point. What were they going to do
What was the
after
plan
that?
after that? Yeah.
They had an axe that they were trying to set up some Home
But they
Alone
never
fucking thing.
actually
Never
set
did.
it
There's
up.
no
'Cause
payoff
They
to
set
that.
the bait before they did the fucking rest of the
Well,
trap.
that's
which
the
is a
wrong
classic
order.
mistake.
You know what? They wrote things down out of order. Maybe he's
Out
like
of order.
not a good learner, right?
Yeah, and so Preston, great humanitarian he is like, we're gonna escape out the back. Nobody thinks of fucking Otis lying there to
Otis
get eaten.
is fine. He's not gonna get eaten.
We don't know that. So they're going to go out to the balcony. They got a fucking. I have a harness still. It was for sex, and that's why it broke. And just to tell you, my wife tied the lines those days. I didn't tie the lines. My wife tied the lines.
I don't know how to tie a knot.
Yeah, which is better. But I didn't cause us to die. She
Killed herself. She hated
killed
herself.
She hated herself. It was murder.
Murder.
Hey, I'm gonna put this harness on you. I don't need a harness. Okay, I'm a man. I can hoist myself down. I can't open a fucking window by myself, but I can hoist myself down. All right, my dick works.
In fact,
I don't
know why
it's
he's
going to do
telling
the
that to her.
pulling.
I feel the need to emphasize, should we get
It's
out of
gonna
this
do the knot
situation,
tying.
the dick works.
The dick works.
And it's
Now time.
it's not it's not impressive.
It's not impressive, but it does work.
It's okay.
Now what did Ernest Hemingway always say?
My dick works.
He says, "My dick works." He says, "Time and Squatch wait for no man."
Because he busts through the door and he says,
He just comes in there.
"Hey!"
Oh, he didn't wait for them to finish.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't wait. Oh yeah, Kool-Aid
Kool-Aid
Squatch.
Man. Yep.
Preston lowers himself down. Even though he heard himself open the window earlier, Daddy's home. That's Squatch. He's there, and I'm like, harness your fear. And she's like going over. Preston's trying to help guide her down, holding the rope, and the Squatch is like, hey, come back here.
What if I just pulled you up?
What if I just pulled you? Well, it's like fishing, and he's like, he looks at the camera and he winks and he goes, feed your wild side.
Watch this.
Watch this. Reels her in.
Doctors hate this one trick.
They hate this trick because then Otis is like, I'm awake, and instead of saving myself like an asshole you guys all think I am,
Now, okay,
I'm not
so
an asshole.
You wake up from a sleepy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You're disoriented.
Uh-huh.
I guess you see a big fuzzy thing.
Uh-huh. And an axe.
Your instinct is to attack it
With an axe.
without knowing anything that's going on.
There could have been a furry convention in town. That's what he thinks it is.
He knows Preston can't stand up. There should be no standing up individuals in this house but him. So if he goes and swings that axe at it, he's either killing an intruder or he's breaking a mirror.
Wait, what?
And it's a win-win for him, either way.
Maybe a bear. What do you mean a mirror?
Well, because that would be...
It's him.
It'd be his reflection. He's standing up.
Because he's a furry man.
Because Preston can't stand up. Well, no, the grogginess from the drugs could be why he's seeing fur. Drugs, man, they mess you up. Just saying, he knows it's safe to wield the axe because whoever else is standing shouldn't be there, or it's a mirror. And then in that case, that's Preston's cabin. It's like press charges or trying to save him.
I don't think Otis is dying for this.
Well, he does.
I don't think he
says,
is, though.
He says, "Hey, ass monkey." He didn't even have to let the drugs wear off to have these fucking hotshot quips. He's already prepared to fight a Squatch. Can you imagine if he was in like one of the Planet of the Apes movies?
Oh.
He'd be like, ass monkey this, ass monkey that. Like, you damn dirty ass monkeys.
They don't like that, though.
And he would rule them ass monkeys.
He wouldn't, though.
But do you think Otis would clap monkey cheek? I think he would.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. As long as we can agree. And Ryan, you're in this episode too this time.
You wouldn't know it.
Would you clap? Would you believe that Otis would clap monkey cheek?
Were you about to ask if Ryan would clap monkey cheek?
No, I don't want to know the answer to that.
But
'Cause he
Ryan,
says no,
Ryan, if you
I
were
won't
in like
believe
a
him.
Planet of the Apes situation,
Yeah,
Would you?
where there's
we're not
more
talking
apes than
now.
people.
Not like would you go back in time and clap Harambe's cheeks
And we're not well, yeah, out of respect. You
out
would.
of respect?
But like day one though, like are you a day one monkey cheek clapper?
How long
or you
does
like,
it take?
How long before you're clapping monkey cheeks?
How long do you pivot? You know.
So, what does it mean to clap monkey cheeks?
Jesus Christ. You're fornicating with the monkey people.
Oh,
You's
that
fucking
wasn't
a
clear.
monkey. You's fucking a monkey.
I thought it was pretty clear.
I
Damn,
thought
do
it
you think
was
it's pretty
super
fucking
clear.
I wasn't sure what you were going on. I thought you were like the dance move, clapping cheeks.
What is that?
But you were doing it with a monkey. You were
Booty
some-
clapping.
Booty clapping
That is
the
booty
monkey.
clapping.
And I'm like, how does one do that? You would hold the monkey's hips and like gyrate them really fast, maybe. Like, dig-a-dig-a-ding. I mean, it's not day one.
It's not day one.
But it's not.
It's not day
Not
never.
day 3.
It's like it's not day 3. So it's gonna be like day 10 plus X, and X is just how the vibe is.
Oh,
It's-
Ryan's a big vibe guy. If
It's
there's
a variable.
candles,
It's a variable.
if there's
What's
candles,
crazy-
it's going.
So maybe it's day
going
11.
down.
Maybe it's day 1,200. I don't know.
What's crazy is in this scenario, his wife isn't dead.
They have an understanding.
They haven't. You didn't say I couldn't clap monkey cheeks.
Nowhere in the contract does it say that I can't.
Yeah. Although it is China, so it might actually say that.
They just don't
Somewhere.
want you touching pandas,
True.
Don't touch those pandas.
but those aren't monkeys. So
I wouldn't clap panda cheeks out of respect.
okay.
Otis axes
fucks
the
the
squash.
monkey.
As you
Claps
do.
them
Otis-
squanch cheeks.
He axes the monkey, the squatch a question.
Yeah.
Just
Doesn't like the
axe,
response.
buries it in his back. This face bite. Oh my god! Squatch picks up Otis, and
Yeah.
Chompy like opens that mouth wider than you think he possibly could, and bites off his face.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so good.
There's a lot of bones in the face.
I think it's just one bone, right? We did the skull breakdown that one time, right? How many skull bones were there? Head bones connected to the neck bones. I think it's just one head bone.
It's a skull, but let's just go with skull.
What I'm saying is that
Without
to just
looking it up.
is to just chomp through that like it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's a powerful.
Well, that's why they
creature.
call him Chompers.
That's why they call him chompers.
why they call him Chompers. Now, I'm sad because Otis is dead.
I turned the movie off.
Turn it off. Otis
It's like
is
when
dead.
fucking Brad Pitt got shot in the face in Burn After Reading. Turn it off.
It's a good movie. I ain't seen that in a hot minute.
22.
Now,
22 what?
Yeah.
yeah. Now look, Preston and Amanda, they're freaking out, and
Pissing me off.
he's like, look, man, just break off the harness. Like, take off the harness, okay?
How?
And then she just falls, and then he's like, yeah, you followed instructions just like my wife did.
But she died.
My dick works. And then she's like, he's laying on the ground, and she's all beat up, and he's like, Amanda, don't give up, as she's trying to carry him. Like, yeah, no shit, you don't
She
want
has
to give
to
up.
carry him, and he's
Carry
fucking
me.
Keep going, go faster,
Go,
move,
no shit.
bitch. There's a
No
squanch.
shit. I thought Otis would clap its cheeks, but it didn't like that.
I thought that would buy us a couple minutes at least.
Now, Preston earlier takes the keys out of Otis's pocket, but at some point he lost the keys.
Really?
They get in the wagon. Yeah, I remember him pulling the keys out.
But the
of
keys
Otis's shirt
are
pocket.
on the.
That's the
You
spare
saying this
keys.
you saying that, or is this a mistake?
No, they say that's the spare keys. He's like, check the visor. It's the spare keys, because people, according to the movies, people used to do that. Which
No
is
one.
dumb.
That's
No
never
one
been a
does that.
thing. No.
Unless you just don't care about the car, and no one's gonna steal your fucking beat up car, then sure. But okay, so they get in the car. She gets the spare keys off the visor. The squat shows up and he says, "You ain't leaving Yeti." Now I did write that joke in advance.
I thought they wrote the entire movie around that joke.
That's a good joke because he lifts the car and they ain't driving away, and he like turns the car around by moving the back end. He lines them up right with the tree, and she just keeps holding the gas. She drives it right into a tree, and Preston can't feel his legs now. And then he like looks over at the camera and he goes, "Women drivers, am I right?"
And this is the point where I turned the movie off because you know what? Fucking a Sasquatch, fine, great, okay.
Fine. Totally fine.
Sexist peeping? Perfect.
Okay.
Good.
Great.
Love it.
Victimless crime.
Victimless crime. Making sexist jokes?
Sexist jokes.
Turned it off.
What next? Gonna call her a dishwasher and put a load in her?
Has anyone heard that joke yet?
What episode was that?
Nope.
I don't know.
I don't. Wait. I think yes.
No, I think that would.
Yes, I think
Okay.
so.
Was that a Chestnut Man episode?
That was a Chestnut Man, maybe.
Chestnut Man.
Chestnut Man,
Come inside me.
do the dishes.
Now they crash into thing. Now the Squatch, he's like sauntering up to the car,
He does saunter.
and it's a
He's
a
Jack
beautiful saunter.
Sparrowing up to that car.
Yeah, Amanda wasn't wearing a seatbelt. She got thrown from the car.
Now,
Preston went limp, so he's in the car.
I don't know which is the better move.
Okay.
The saunter, or like a sachet,
Or the sachet. Or the trot.
the trunk.
Maybe a
But
trot.
I meant because Squanch is closer to the car, so it would be
Yes.
easier for him to get the guy out of the car, but he goes for lady.
Well, he knows the guy in the car can't walk.
Does he know that?
He's been paying attention.
He's got eyes on the one and the lady. He saw the lady go through the windshield.
And he's
Yeah.
like, I like her moves.
I
She's
like
got moves.
fast
I like your
food.
moves.
Here we go.
I'm gonna come get you, but then this
He
asshole
says, "I'ma
starts
get you."
honking,
He honking
it's
the
all-
horn.
honking the horn.
It's like, who the fuck honks a horn?
Who in the woods? Honking
What are
the
you
horn in
doing?
these woods. We have a noise ordinance. He points at a sign
Points
on
at
a
a
tree.
sign.
After 10 p.m., noise ordinance. Keep it down. Squatches.
Squanches.
Son of a bitch.
And that's when the neighborhood watches something, and those are the squanches you see at the end of the movie.
Yeah. Too bad they weren't there to see their poor hero Squanch just trying to be a friendly neighbor, bringing fruit baskets and shit. He's like covering his ears. He's like, oh, this sucks. Oh, and he's like walking around like, oh, I'm so mad. And Preston manages to use his hands to put the car in reverse. And
Wouldn't this have been a great moment to reveal that he could use his legs the whole time?
whole fucking time. That was part of his mental fucking thing. Is
It's
he
just a
thinks
way
he
for
can't
him
walk.
to pick up ladies. But
Well,
really,
it's a way
they
for
have
him
to
to get
pick him
picked
up.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Otis picks him up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He fucking smashes the Squatch into a tree, just lined up perfectly, ran him down. That pushes the axe straight through the Squatch's back, out his chest.
Yes.
It's like yelling at him, die, you ugly fuck, which is rude. You don't have to make fun of its appearance. Ryan, what were you thinking when you seen the axe get forced all the way through the Squatch's body?
I thought, awesome. I thought, now you dead.
Has to be. The whole fucking axe pushed through its torso.
I'm like, that's a that's a strong tree.
That's a strong car.
But I'm like, all right, this is a nice way to do this. Like it. I like
It's a
it.
sharp axe. Yeah. But he's still back there pounding on it. He ain't dead. Now this part's...
He should. He's dying. He's dying.
He's done. Now this car is built for speed, okay? Because Preston takes off his fucking wheelchair boy's shoe. Can't be that heavy because you don't want that dragging your legs around when you can't use them. And merely sets it on top of the pedal, and that's enough weight
Yeah,
to push down the gas pedal.
but he doesn't know how much weight there is. He can't feel his legs
That's true, but it manages to hold down the gas pedal.
He's had rocks in his shoes
Yeah.
for years.
the whole time. Otis has been.
He's Piccolo training with weighted clothing.
What you don't know, so you know how sometimes like parents will give their kids those squishy shoes that go squeak, 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 squeak when they're walking, so you know which way they're going.
Mhm.
Otis
Yeah,
has
with
put
love.
in like
What?
lead.
Hold on.
No.
Lead.
Time out.
No.
Time out.
No.
What?
The fuck are you talking about?
You do that? There's a purpose? To know which way they're going? Is it like putting a bell on your kid?
Well, you hear you know the shoes that squeak, right?
Yeah, those aren't just for fun?
No, they serve a purpose.
Are they marketed as having this purpose for
They are
tracking
now.
your children?
100%.
I think you're onto something here.
Because
Okay,
you get an
we
audio
sell these
directionally
things.
audio. You're like, oh, which way is my kid now run? Because look, I can't keep eyes on them the entire time. I have to pay
Hear
for
me
this
out.
thing, and then I squeak, 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 squeak. Oh, they've
Hear me
run
out.
into traffic. I know which way.
Much like a Snuggie, it's just a backroads robe. It's just an invention that already exists, okay? We know these squeaky shoes already exist. We take them, okay? We
Uh-huh.
market them this way, and we call them track stars.
Because you're tracking
Your
the
little star.
stars,
Star,
the
yeah.
stars of your world, which
Yeah.
are your little,
Okay,
your
little
little
kid trackers.
children's.
Never lose, and we make them for old people, too. You got a grandpa with dementia?
Squeak, squeak,
Ryan?
squeak.
Squeak, squeak, motherfucker.
That's good. This is gonna have to be edited out so no one steals our thing. That we're not
Trademark,
gonna do.
copyright, trademark.
Mail this to myself.
So
10 years
Otis
in the past.
has given Preston tap shoes
He doesn't walk.
Here's the thing. That's right. So if he ever hears, but he's weighted them too, so they're really heavy. So if he ever hears that tap, 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 one, he knows Preston has been up to some shit.
He knows that he's a faker,
and
too.
Preston's coming
at him. He's a fucking faker.
He's coming at him.
He's coming or he sleepwalks. He can't walk when he's awake. But
that's right.
But it's in his mind.
There's more to this reason for coming up on this retreat. You know, it's not just about getting over his dead wife. It's about regaining the ability to walk because it's a mental block. And as soon as he does, Otis is going to hear the tap, tap, tapping of those tap shoes. He's going to know, my man.
I can't believe Otis invented track stars.
I can.
Damn. Track your kids, folks. You got to know where. I try not to hear mine when they're walking around. Honestly, like that's
same.
You know, maybe put an alarm on like your front door or your windows or something. But like, let them be, man. Free range children.
If they're in the house, yeah, you don't really have to keep that big a track of them. But once you take them outside to like a public, like a park or a shopping mall, those still exist here. And then they just squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah, but track stars are going to be huge. So everyone's kid's going to have track stars on. You're going to end up tracking an old man into like a fucking women's dressing room where he's trying to peep on the young ladies.
That's why we give them all a little bit different sounds. Some of them are going squeak. Some of them are going squonk.
What's your signature sound?
It's going to be a squonk.
Some of them sound like you got like water in your shoes.
It's squelch.
Squelch, yeah.
And some of them can just be hee-haw.
And this whole time, the Sasquatch is dying.
Huh.
Whole time.
On the inside, because he's got an axe through him.
Axe through him, he's got a car pressing him.
I think he's dying on the outside as well.
Yeah. And now,
really more on the inside, though, I think.
Now, this bothers me again. Preston's like,
this is how and the spray of his blood, we market that as Axe Body Spray.
Get out. Get out. This is why you weren't invited in the first episode, and then you just invited yourself to the rest. That's why you're never supposed to be a part of this show.
My job is marketing genius.
He thought of that joke while listening to the thing, and he's like, I need to be on 100 of these, 100-ish of these, and then there'll be one where they re-record this, and then I can say this joke I thought of.
I've been wanting to say this for 100 episodes.
Axe Body Spray.
Spray. And the excitement got to him, folks, so bad that his eye has been twitching this whole fucking recording.
Because he's been waiting 2 hours to say it.
Waiting for the perfect moment. I didn't know it, but my body did. My body did.
He was worried we were going to squanch his dreams.
But no.
Not this day.
This is the part that bothers me. I talked about this last time. Preston is crawling over to Amanda. He could be next to Amanda and, say, hey, Amanda, wake up.
Wake up, I need you to carry me.
He's like, Amanda, I'm going to just crawl up on you. Like, he gets on her. And he's it's like, my dick works.
Oh, my God. Amanda, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know this thing worked still.
I didn't know this thing worked. He's trying to get her awake. Okay, now, think of this supposed... Okay, now, let's roll back. Think about this.
Beginning of the movie.
How fucked up was Preston? Kind of. How fucked up was Preston
and his
mentally?
wife were rock climbing, and she fell to her death, and he fell and he got disabled. And then he comes back to town 6 months later for rehab and therapy with his nurse.
6 months later.
They want him
How
to go
many
to
friends
rehab.
were there?
He says no.
How many friends were there?
How many of those girls showed up? Were there 6 of them?
I think it was... Oh, I see what you're doing. I want to say there's 5.
I want to say there's 4.
I'm gonna say there's 6.
For the purpose of this, we're gonna say there's 6, and then when
we get the new
there's 6 deputies too.
There's 6 deputies. There's 6,
and there's 6 squanches.
6 squanches.
That's the Holy Trinity. Even though we listed 4 things,
4 6s. Anyway,
you're welcome.
you did it. You finally did it. 100 It took you 100 episodes.
We only added Ryan to the show so he could be our scapegoat for everything that goes wrong. If you listen to that first episode, it was perfect. Those Christmas episodes, perfect.
That's the sound of the escape boat going through the water.
Shit.
Last of Us was pretty good.
Last of Us, fantastic. Kim's better than Ryan. I'd rather sleep with him. I've shared a bed with both of them.
Yeah. Who you prefer?
Both of them have accidentally struck me in the testicles. I will say
You say accidental.
You think hers was on purpose?
No, mine was a clumsy pass.
Oh,
there's a noise.
I'm startled.
Have we ever told that story on this pod?
Many times.
Oh, okay. You
Well,
will get yours.
exact opposite things.
You will get yours.
That's exact
So
opposite
anyway,
thing.
think about how fucked up Preston was supposedly mentally from the accident. Like, just the fall. His wife dies, whatever. How fucked up is he going to be after getting attacked by squatches?
I think
he's
cures
gonna
him.
be better because he's a hero.
You think it negates it?
Yeah, this is
Mhm.
much worse.
Hmm. All right. Cops finally show up. They made that 25-minute drive, and they're like, hey, we figured we might ought to check it out. Left the sheriff back there because he's an asshole. I feel like there had to have been another scene cut out or something.
He
where they're
kept
like, "Fuck
calling us candy asses.
candy asses," and that was my stripper name. And then Preston's like, well, you're going to need the cavalry because there's 5 dead people up there. And I'm like, you don't really need the cavalry to come in to help.
I don't think horses
5
would do
dead
well on this
people.
terrain.
This is also true. You need an ambulance, though. Like, a cavalry, what are you going to do? Make them deader? And then Preston and Amanda are both put on, like, gurneys. And then Preston turns and says some sort of, like, he has, like, a come on Amanda. What's he say?
It
My
was
dick
beauty
works.
killed the beast.
No, I don't think. I think, did he say something like, you come here often?
No, he didn't
I
say
don't
that.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't say that.
But it was bad, okay?
He said, of all
And I'm
the
like,
gin
Preston.
joints in the world, you broke my
Says,
legs.
Preston,
You took
Now-
my legs. He has a freak out.
Lieutenant
He
Dan.
thinks she's the one who took his legs,
Dan.
but his legs are clearly still there. And she's like,
just
no,
don't
I'm
work
just
good."
playing with your tap shoes. These are really heavy.
Preston,
I love
now
you.
is not the time to be picking up ladies.
Well, he can't.
Well, he didn't want her
Ha.
thinking he was some sort
Ha,
of peeping
ha.
Tom.
Well,
He
I mean, no,
was.
I mean like he was, and he physically can't pick her up because a lot of picking something up you do with the legs if you're doing it right, and he can't do
I
that.
use my back.
That's the wrong way.
And I
That'll
keep
get
it
you
as far away from my
that'll
body
get
as
you-
possible.
That'll get you in the Preston situation where your legs
Oh,
don't
you
work
mean
good.
Owning a cabin in the woods that I can just go to at
Cabin
any
in
point
the
time.
woods.
Ooh. I found that CD, by the way, when I was packing stuff up, so I'm
Oh,
set.
Okay.
Baby. The cops go up there. Squatch is gone.
Oh
and
shit.
the Squatch, did you guys notice anything about the scene there after the Squatch was gone?
Squanch was gone.
Squanch was
Squatch
gone.
took the fucking axe out of its body and smashed it through the roof of the car above the driver's seat.
Didn't like that car.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's mad about that car.
Like, what car
And
hurt him?
then,
I'm a little mad about that car as well.
and then all the cops are there, like, creeping out, like, looking around, like, what's going on? The sheriff shows up.
I don't think insurance is going to cover squanch damage.
Definitely not. Sheriff turns to that one cop, and he says, I thought you were a man, Parker. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Is this sheriff's name Flash Thompson?
No,
Because he's over there, like, making fun of Spider-Man.
right? But it's not. So
Bunch of candy asses. And then we get the shot. Pulls back. All the eyes light up in the woods. All the silhouettes. Bunch of Squatches. Whole Squatch family. And that's when, were we dealing with one the whole time? The rest just showed up? Or were we rotating out Squatches?
I think it was just one.
it's really up to interpretation, and that's the genius of this movie. Kind of like Inception, the little dreidel thing is spinning, but is it going to tip over? Or is there more? Was it always squanches? You know
Always Squatches.
what I mean?
I feel you. Do you think this episode's better than our first episode?
Oh,
Oof.
yeah.
I don't know about that.
I'm on it.
Audio quality, probably, yeah.
Probably better. Audio quality.
Probably better, yeah.
It takes us the length of the first episode to start talking about this movie. This is one of our more all over the place recordings.
I blame these bush lights.
I believe the correct term these days are bush lattes.
Really?
Yes, because they're fancy. How many of them have you had?
2. And I had the last margarita thingy.
Oh, those are good. Brian, how much have you had to drink today?
I've had one coffee.
Okay.
I've had a bunch of water and some
Yep.
ham hocks and beans, baby.
That's not a liquid that you drink.
You drink the soup.
Well, he drank it out of the can, Daniel.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
I made this from scratch, you whore.
You made what?
What?
Dry beans, baby. Ham hocks. Throw it in the Instant Pot. Boom. We got a stew.
No.
Anything could be a stew.
No. Next question.
You like this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable.
What would you recommend?
What would I recommend?
Again.
De-evolution.
Listen to
100%?
it. We
Willow
should probably
Creek?
just cover that. I'm not going to recommend it.
I know,
We
that's
said that
fine.
last time.
That's fine. That's fine.
Not going to recommend it.
You hate good things.
Strange Wilderness.
Strange Wilderness, okay.
Harry and the Hendersons. Station wagons are cool.
I don't know that movie.
No, it's just
Um,
probably play Deadly Premonition.
I wasn't gonna say that. I want
Not on
the
this
listeners.
month.
Let the listeners say that. Let them say that I wasn't. Let them say it.
Let them say it. Let them cook. Didn't you guys play a shitty Bigfoot game for like one day and then refunded it?
They refunded it. I still have it, and it got
Is
an
it good?
update like a couple months ago. It's still going.
Yeah, but is it good?
No.
Okay.
Kenny, I thought you were like talking like maybe they had done like some role playing as Bigfoot, like in the like in the forest or something that I wasn't aware of. I'm like, oh, breaking news! You guys have gone freaky
Bigfoot.
freak.
Yeah, we LARPing.
Well,
we LARPing out here.
Are you
do
LARPing out there, Bigfoot bros?
Mazes and monsters didn't scare us away.
Oh, all right.
I'm
Wow.
Pardue. Holy man.
So yeah,
The
he's
Legend
a
of
Bigfoot.
Foggy Creek, although it's terribly shot, but you know, what can you do?
I remember being okay with that one. We looked up a bunch of other ones. And
It's
there were
a
few
classic.
here and there that I liked, and then some I wanted to see.
Oh, what's that one where it's a group of kids and the beginning of it, it turns out they ran over Bigfoot's baby, or they hit it with their car.
That's Feast.
Harry and the Hendersons.
That's not Feast. That is okay. Yeah, that is Feast, but they took Feast and made it a Bigfoot movie.
Is it Little Bigfoot?
No.
Is this a horror movie?
Yeah, it's real. It's pretty good.
But you
It's a
can't
found
remember it,
footage.
so- I feel like we discussed this, and most Bigfoot movies were found footages, and they sucked. Exists?
Maybe it exists.
Primal Rage?
No. Isn't Primal Rage with Chuck Norris?
No,
With the killer monkey?
that is also called Primal Rage, where the dog gets put in the freezer story happens, and it's a serial killer. That might also be called Primal Rage, yeah, but that's not the one I'm talking about.
But then there's Primal Rage with the big monkey.
Big
and
monkey.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right?
Yeah, I think. Or that's Rampage.
Silent
Oh.
Rage. Silent Rage.
Silent Rage.
With Chuck
That's
Norris.
a movie.
That's a movie.
I was so excited when I bought that. That was Blind Buy. It's great.
Chuck Norris sucks.
What?
What is your face?
Roundhouse kick your face.
Oh, you got some.
Now,
Because that's what a ranger would do.
that's what a ranger would do. And he was also in Highlander.
Chuck Norris was?
Yeah, but imagine if he was like Duncan MacLeod or something. If Chuck Norris.
Oh, so
was
he
our
wasn't,
main
but you're
Highlander.
saying
He
like
wasn't.
you're
But
saying
imagine if he was.
we
though.
do a Highlander remake, but instead of this fucking Henry Cavill, right? We get current day Chuck Norris.
current, because like he hasn't aged. You know,
No, he has.
he shaved his goatee off
Did he?
once. It was weird. And he roundhouse kicks swords into people,
Right.
and then he kills Steven Seagal
Right.
in real life.
Huh.
Because when he tried to roundhouse kick him once, Steven Seagal caught it and took off his boot and put his toes in his mouth.
It's a very tricky maneuver to pull off. But once you've mastered the art of, I don't know,
But you push the boot off.
you don't pull the boot off,
You
you
push.
push the boot off. And then the toes are just there for the taking into your mouth. And Daniel, once they're in their mouth, they're not outside of your mouth.
Yeah, everything.
They're on
Hey!
the inside. They're no longer on
Everything's
the
out
outside.
there.
Everything
You're
now becomes out
inside.
there.
Everything is technically out there. This is a fact.
Whip.
Well, so that was your first 100 episodes, and I can only imagine what the next fucking 100 are gonna be like. So if you
Hopefully
stuck around
nothing
this
like
long,
this. You think we should do that opening bit every time, and maybe we'll get it down to like a solid 30 seconds.
I don't
after,
think
like,
we should have
30
done it
tries?
this time.
Not a chance.
I think I think
Okay.
we did it once in like the recap thing.
Now we talked about different shit.
No,
Eh.
I don't mean the like the philosophizing. What are we?
What
What
are
is a
we?
man?
What is
a
our
miserable
value?
pile of secrets.
Enjoy another
Secrets.
100 episodes of us talking about dumb
And
shit.
Andy said I unwrap. You got a whole box of secrets for me, Daniel?
Secrets? You got a cough? I don't think it's candy. I
I-
thought those were lozenges.
I don't. I got eye twitch. Did the secrets help with eye twitches, Daniel?
Put some tussin in it.
Ryan's
I
transferred
think
through the
Robin-
interwebs.
Robitussin might cause brain
Missouri
fog.
mouth mush
He's
to
got
me.
full Missouri mush.
He gave it
Ah.
to me.
Oh no. Secrets. I got some secrets. There's some secrets I've been hiding under my skin.
Well, old miner guy's here again. Well,
Oh, well.
Hey,
Hey, horrible people.
podcasters, because this was
Horrible.
a bad one.
It's a bad.
Have you
recap 100?
Like and subscribed? Have you clicked that button?
Like and subscribe if you like clapping monkey cheeks.
We should have said this at the beginning before you'd listen to it, because now I think you're less likely to.
You probably left in the first 15 minutes. And you didn't
Every
hear
time you like and subscribe, a monkey gets its cheeks clapped.
Stick around for another 100 episodes so you can hear what other terms Ryan doesn't know exist.
There's plenty.
Today he learned how to clap cheeks.
I thought that was
He
something
didn't learn
else.
how to clap cheeks.
You know snowballing, Ryan?
No.
Probably done it.
Oh, he's
Nasty
definitely done
bastard.
it. I'm looking at him. He's done it.
If I Bing, what is
If I
snowballing?
Bing, has Ryan snowballed before?
He snowballed this podcast.
Kind of.
Is that good?
I mean, depends on you, really. I don't have a problem.
Do you wanna build a snowman?
Do you want to snowball a snowman?
Well, I don't like carrots.
Get consent for always.
Always get consent from your monkeys before you clap their cheeks.
Is this an Urban Dictionary thing?
Well,
kind of, but
I think it's more legit.
it's legit. It's too legit to quit.
Yeah.
If you're into it, we don't judge.
You just licked
I don't like
your lips when you said that. I want you to know that.
I know I did. What do you
had
think about that?
You had some crumbs in there, some jizz crumbs.
Still trying to do that mouth wink thing that you
You'll
say.
never-
You can't force it. You can't
You
force it.
can't force it.
I don't know what it was. I don't know. As always, I've been your maybe starting the podcast was a horrible idea host, Kenny.
I've been your maybe drinking 2 Busch Lights. They're Busch Lights. It ain't even anything heavy. I'll tell you who's the light. It's me. I'm the lightweight. Bartholomew.
Squeaky shoes for everyone or squeaky shoes for no one? Ryan.
Otis fucks. And our next episode will be.
What is the next one? Tell him.
Oh God!
Tell the
actually,
folks
I think I
what
know
it
this.
probably
the next
isn't.
episode, it should be Lisa
Next,
Frankenstein.
I'll tell you what it probably isn't. It probably isn't our playthrough of Deadly Premonition. Probably not.
One day we'll
Probably
do a
not.
playthrough of fucking something. Probably Choo Choo Charleston's only 6 hours long.
Gross.
Gross. Bye.
Bye.